author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware. Beware! That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
Good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Hope you're having a great morning so far. Hope you're looking forward to a great weekend. I'm Brian K. Morris. This is Nevermind the Furthermore for Friday, December 18th, 2020. Oh my God. We are so close to the end of the year. And who besides myself can't wait for the damn ball to fall? Probably wind up crushing someone the way this year's gone. Anyway, hope you all are having a great morning so far. I hope you got some cafefe and a nice hot cup of it or whatever your beverage of choice is. And I hope you're looking forward to the last shopping weekend in 2020 for Christmas. Oh, dear God, it's going to be a circus out there. And even if you're in an area with COVID restrictions, pardon me, it's going to be rough. But anyway, we hope the next 2 hours or so will be pretty easy on you. Anyway, I'm your host. Thank you for watching us, whether you're watching us live or you're watching us on the reruns. We love you just the same. All right, and we appreciate the special effort it takes to come out and watch whatever it is we're doing. We're not real sure what that is either. But anyway, if you're watching on Facebook right now, the Rising Tide Network page, please, if you like what you see in here, give the video a like because it helps it show up in more searches and in more news feeds. Okay, so it takes just a second and it means a lot to us. Also, please like the page you're on. We have over 2,200 likes on that page. We have continual new content on there and a whole bunch of promotions of people who are doing some really cool things that you need to know about. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, for the better picture and the better sound quality, we love you. Thank you very much. And again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe, like, and share because that, again, helps us. Pardon me, got that cough back this morning. I don't know what it is. But anyway, we've got, we've got a lot of plans for 2021 with the Rising Tide Publications YouTube channel. And so we'd love it if you'd subscribe and tickle that little bell so that you get notified whenever we do something fresh on there, okay? This show is brought to you, as usual, by PlasmaFireGraphics.com. When the look of your book matters to you, then you need to consult with Plasma Fire Graphics. They not only do those great video trailers that you saw, both of those were by Plasma Fire Graphics. Also, they do advertising that you can post on social media, as well as design your book cover for you. Jeffrey Hayes, who was on Clever Tile Pending Tuesday night, is crazy talented. He's just crazy. He's one of us. Anyway, please check out PlasmaFireGraphics.com. Also, a special thank you to our Patreon subscribers. We do want to get them up here on the page. You can become our patron on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Thank you to these wonderful people who are supporting us on a regular basis. Nobody lives local. Everyone stays away from me, and I get it. Anyway, thank you very much. And also thank you to GeekInsider.com and Rising Tide Publications for powering this show. Anyway, let's get started on your comments. And the early bird catches the worm, and Trevor Hawkins catches first place here. Trevor, good to see you in the morning, my brother. Hello to Trevor, and he was here bright and early at 9:14. And Carl, I got here first today, and he hit that like button. If you were watching on YouTube right now, and at this moment, there's about 14 of you. God bless you. Please give this video a like. That would make my whole morning. Pardon me, folks. Anyway, Carl Wisman says, "Damn it, Trevor beat me here." Well, then beat Trevor, okay? Teach that boy a lesson, oh Dark Pope. And is that gal going to fire that bazooka at BKM's head? Wasn't that a great graphic? That was when a friend of mine from Metropolis, Chris Hale, his daughter dressed up, I think it's Tank Girl or something, and she was going around wanting some pictures of her with the bazooka, and I said, I got an idea. So we post that picture for her. So it was a lot of fun. Kofefe. Anyway, so yeah, it could, but no damage will be done as I keep my brains in a couple other places, or so Cookie tells me. And perhaps. And howdy, Carl. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay. Hi, Brian, my friend. How are you? Jake, I am awesome. How the heck are you? Aside from a little cough, I am happy. I'm excited for the weekend. Tonight is going to be some great entertainment. Our friends are active tonight and tomorrow. Please, please, please check out Carl's Green Room tonight if you're a subscriber to the Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page here on Facebook. Please check it out. It is unrioted, unscripted humor that we all contribute to, and that's where, so to speak, I let my hair down, and I get a little outrageous on there, I'm told. I'm probably the closest person to getting banned on there, and for good reason. I work hard at it. But anyway, that'll be a lot of fun. It always is. And also something that's also a lot of fun is at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central is the Historical Fencing Guild. I say they, it's Nick Tockard, our good friend Nick Tockard, our brother from another mother, who talks about bladed weaponry and fighting and combat and all kinds of stuff. And if you think I am higher energy, oh dear God, it's like the man got a hot coffee enema and doesn't know what to do with it. He is excited. He is excitable, and we love him. We really do. Also, tomorrow, good God Almighty, you think the fun ends on Friday? Oh, contraire. I will agree to disagree. At 2:15 tomorrow, Brian Wensloff, Nicole Jobin will be hosting Reels and Heels, and I will be making my triumphant first appearance there. After, it's one of those things where Brian and I just couldn't mesh our schedules to have me on the show. Well, yesterday or not yesterday, but a while back, I said, okay, I'm blocking out that time. I will be there. And so tomorrow we're going to talk about famous spaceships, and I'll probably have a list or two of some classic space from. But at time 1:15 Central, and then tomorrow night, our dear friend Ron Fitzgerald, Master Ron Fitzgerald, the master of Gothic illusion, will be bringing his dark, sticky wonderment to the interwebs tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Pardon me, 8 p.m. Central. Oh man, where does cough come from again? Anyway, Ron Fitzgerald will be having his Christmas Nightmares show, so nothing says happy holidays like dark, sticky goth and naughty humor. So anyway, please check it out. It's going to be a fun time. I'm planning on being there. I hope you do too. And tell Ron we sent you. And hello, Jake from Trevor Hawkins. And hey, Jake from Carl. And Jake goes, hello, Trevor. Hello, Carl. And on YouTube also, Grand Lanker says, you guys keep getting here earlier and earlier. I think Carl left stupid o'clock last night and came straight here, but fell asleep before he could post, and Trevor popped in there. But oh no, yeah. Also check out Stupid O'Clock last night. John B. Pica was the guest there. He was having some video problems, but he soldiered through. It was a really good episode, as always. And also, if you want to see a fresh episode and be there live to make rude comments like I do, check him out on Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. It'll be a good time. You'll really love it. Really great conversations on there. And also, I want to say we are very, very proud of Teresa Dunn. She gave an interview last night to our own Willow Schuyler. Willow's Pillows had Teresa as a guest, and everybody was wonderful. And I shaved my head bald. Well, good, Jake. I'm sure you had a good reason. I know, emulating your role models, right? The thing is, folks, I honestly shaved the top of my head. My hair is very thin up there now. I used to have long, wavy, luxurious, dark brown locks, but time took care of that. And I, a few years ago, we just, Cookie decided for me, you know how that goes, that my hair was starting to thin up there. And she thought it would look better if I just shaved the top part. She won't let me shave the sides. And I'm certainly not touching the sideburns except to trim them. I've trimmed them this week because they were getting a little unruly. But it's the only maintenance I do on my head aside from shaving. And I shave the face and I shave the top of my head. So anyway, because after a couple of days, you will feel stubble up there. And ladies, I offer you an opportunity. Anyway, Teresa Dunn, good morning all. Mwah to you, Teresa. And again, congratulations on your terrific interview last night with Willow Schuyler. You were fantastic, darling. You did a good job. And you were there the whole time. Teresa invested in some equipment. And men, you know how important your equipment is. But no, she invested in a little booster thing for her router, and it had a couple issues, but otherwise she stayed for the whole program, and I thought that was fantastic. Good for you. And speaking of good, there is Carly. Mwah! Good to see you, Carly. Hope you're doing well. So much fun to see you last night on Willow's Pillows and again on Stupid O'Clock. You too, Carl Witzman. It was a great time that we all had. And hi, Jake, Carl, Teresa, Trevor, Carly, and anyone I miss says Grant Lankard. Well, good morning to you, Grant. Good to see you, buddy. And Carl Witzman says hello, Teresa and Grant. And Carly, you better say hello to Carly. She is the dark missus of the Dark Church of the Rising Tide here. You better pay homage to her. And an adds comment just to slow down the show. Thanks, Carl Witzman. Hey, now I get high marks from people about my reading of the show, and it's like Skunk last night had some nice things to say, and Skunk did a good job. I gotta say, Skunk really stepped up to the plate there, and I think he knocked it out of the park trying to keep up with comments. I think he's got a future in this, I'm telling you. And please check out his YouTube pages. I hope he'll be here later to promote them. And Jake Lindsay says, hey, Carl, get this. It took $16 to shave my head bald. I could have done it for $2. Go down to the Dollar Tree, get some shaving cream and one of their cheap razors. I got the cheapest razor from there the other day. Normally the razors are pretty good, but I got one. It was a pink razor. I don't know why I bought it aside from the color. No, it had 3 blades on it, and I thought, well, let's try a 3-blader. I've had up to 6 blades, and they had them there for a while. And the shave is not wonderful. We'll be probably going back and buying another bag of cheap razors, or actually just spending some real money on them. But anyway, the problems of adult life. Anyway, $16. I bought a hair trimmer just to it myself. Now I don't ever have to pay. There you go, Carl. Hey, we bought a Cookie, and I have been cutting each other's hair for almost the entirety of our marriage, and we bought ourselves an early Christmas present. We got a brand new hair trimmer, and we're looking forward to getting into it. Of course, we bought it now because it was on sale, but it'll probably be a couple months before we need to use it again. But no, it's kind of fun, and I'm pretty good at it. I actually used to do my mother's hair because she was an amputee, and it was hard for her to get out to the a hairdresser, and so I would visit her every so often, bring my scissors, and I just snip and go to town and make her look pretty. So and I honestly did my own hair for a while. That turned out all right. But then again, I wasn't exactly the height of sartorial splendence in those days. But anyway, excuse me, Trevor Hawkins, who we may have a surprise later if the circumstances allow. Howdy, Teresa, Grant, and Carly, says Trevor Hawkins. And hey there, Grant, Carl, Trevor, Teresa. And Jake Lindsay says, I know, right, Carl, but at least the girl called me a babe. Oh, look at this, Jake. You've got no reason to complain anymore. You are drawing the babes to you. I'm telling you. Ask one of the huggy gals to shave the back of it. Now, that's good advice, really, because you can't see back there. I used to be able to do the thing with the mirrors, you know. That was it turned out adequately. That's probably why I kept my face to everyone. But anyway, badass Jake. That's Carl Witzman's new name for gospel illusionist Jake Lindsay. And the one cool thing is, when my hair was all shaved, she rubbed my head for 15 seconds, and there you go, babe. How's your hair look? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I want film of that one. I want video, dude. And haha. And is this the weather to be bald on purpose, Jake? Yeah, that's the one thing. In summer, I remember the first time I shaved the top of my head. Or, no, I shaved my whole head. It was for the year, Trevor, I came to the Superman celebration and cosplayed Brainiac. I shaved my whole head for that weekend, and Cookie didn't appreciate it. She likes me with a little around the sides, but I remember walking out into the breeze, and that felt so good. Felt so really good. So anyway, prepare the fanfare. Here he is, the boss of Stupid O'Clock himself, and HoloCon. Okay, I'm here. Where's Brian? Oh, here we are early. Never mind the furthermore. That's right. We don't never mind the furthermore. The plea of self-defense. Joe Dog McKeel, great show last night. Sorry, I stopped commenting after a while, but Cookie came home, and by the time I got back, you guys were on the way out. But anyway, fantastic show last night, Joe Dog. As always, looking forward to Saturday. As usual, Carl Witzman says, hair shaving, $16. Scalp massage, priceless. Oh my God, yes. You have that right. And Grant Lankard says, hey, Joe Dog. And Carl Witzman goes, Joe Dog. And Grant Lankard, crazy to think that global warming is so bad now that we're actually surprised when it snows in December. Yeah. Well, that's a funny thing. When people have gone back to it, but when I was a mere slip of a youth, I remember the first Earth Day I participated in was 1970. And we were talking about global cooling then, and now we just talk climate change, because it's not just warming, it's not just cooling, it's screwed up all over. Oh yeah, and speaking of screwed up, I have one thing that set me off this morning, and everybody's going just one. But no, I saw this morning that Mike Pence got his COVID-19 shot, and that the members of Congress will wait until next week to get theirs. I think those idiots ought to be the very last in line, and I think we ought to make sure everyone on the whole globe is inoculated before the White House is. But that's just me being cranky. But no, and I saw that there is a possibility that we've ranted about celebrities getting it because they're essential. But it turns out that many of them belong to various healthcare services that will have access to the COVID, and celebrities will basically bribe their way to the front of the lines so that you don't get yours. Anyway, or they will they'll get it before you do. Those of you with families, those of you who have loved ones who are maybe sick and need help. So anyway, privilege rears its ugly head. Anyway, enough of that. Let's be optimistic today. Let's be good today. Good thing is my dad paid for the haircut, says Jake Lindsay. Jake, if you had a beautiful babe rubbing the top of your scalp, I'd have coughed up the $16 myself for that. And hey, Grant Lankard and Carl Witzman from Joe Dog. And Carly Carlene says, Joe Dog tried to come to the after show, but the net wouldn't let me. Yeah, I have trouble sometimes accessing the after show myself. I can't find a link. And our internet was crap last night. Well, see, it goes around, Carl. Lafayette had it for a long time. Now it's your turn, I guess. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. That's one thing. We have a Patreon page that I'm going to put that up for just a second here. Not that I'm trying to get everyone to sign up for it. Yes, I am. I lied. But no, we've decided that if we can get our our Patreon level up to a certain point, we will upgrade our cable service to high speed. We are basic. We're the basic package right now. That was my stripper name in college, by the way, the basic package. But once we get to a certain level of monthly donations, we will invest it in faster and more reliable internet. So just letting y'all know that we do have goals for our Patreon page. It's not just Brian going for a cash grab. Far from it. It is being reinvested into the show. In fact, we got a contribution to our tip jar. You know who you are. I have thanked you, but I thank you again, this time in public. What is wrong with me today? Anyway, well, we don't have time for that. Anyway, anyway, Carl, I'm sorry about your crappy internet last night. Maybe you sign up for that service that Teresa Dunn has. Get the Keokuk plan, which I think is 2 coffee cans, a string, and somebody repeating whatever they can hear on the other end. Anyway, hello, Joe Dog from Trevor Hawkins, and hey, Trevor Hawkins. Hey, Trevor, if you're up that late, you gotta check out Stupid O'Clock. It is a fun show. I'm trying to expand Trevor's boundaries here. And Trevor, I always keep my hair short throughout the year. I hate long hair, says Jake Lindsay. Excuse me. I used to also, and it's not like I, made myself pretty when I had longer hair, but it was kind of a hassle to maintain it at times. And so this was probably about 25 years ago, I decided to really cut it short and been happier. It's easier to manage. Short hair is easier to manage than longer hair, but someone with long, beautiful hair and is a beautiful person under it. There's the one, the only Sarah. Mwah! Morning to you, Sarah, oh dark mistress. We've already had people liking our YouTube channel, so obey your dark mistress. And please like us on YouTube. We would appreciate it. And by the way, congratulate Sarah. She is the lucky winner of the Jeffrey Hayes package from Tuesday night's Clever Title Pending. She has Plasma Fire Graphics is graciously sending her and it's a big print. It is like wall size. It is. I took mine back into the other room and hung it up again, but she got a print of the Shadow, and it is ooh la la gorgeous, just like Sarah. I know. Please let us know when you get it, Sarah, and take a picture of yourself and post it, please. That would be great. That would help Jeffrey a lot, I think. But anyway, I'm very proud of you, Sarah, and congratulations again. Always happy to have you here. And excuse me, there he is. There is Charles F. Millhouse. Hello, all. Hello to you, Charles. Good morning to you on this one. Wow, I just realized 1 week from today is Christmas. Holy cats! And if you're looking for a last-second gift that your whole family will appreciate, give them the gift of adventure. Pulp Reality #1 from stormgatepress.com. How awesome is it? Well, you know what? If you like Plasma Fire Graphics, and Lord knows we do, check this out.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on Days Gone By with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
Check it out. Pulp Reality #1. Available at stormgatepress.com. Great assemblage of talent. And some of us Bobby Nash will be in book 2. Ron Fortier will be in issue 3. I'll be back in issue 2 with a special team up between Captain Hawkland and my own creation, Doc Saga. And I've already been told who my illustrator will be, and I admit I squeed like a little girl. But also, please check out that book. Please pick it up right now on Amazon. You can get immediate shipping on that. And while you're and if you're trying to get the postage down so you get free shipping, I can recommend another book, Sanderstein Holiday Horror, with it's got the 6 H's in it. Everything you need. It's got humor, horror, holidays, and ho ho ho. Sanderstein, available now from Amazon and Smashwords by me. So please check it out. Check them both out. You've got 1 week. Anyway, Grant Lankert says, "Uh-oh, everyone behave. Sarah's here. Yeah, behave badly. We await her dire punishment." And and Sarah mocks Grant with her laughter, which is heavenly indeed. And O'Brien says, Jake Lindsay, I found out some really awesome news about my poster in the theater. He told me it's a picture of me. Yeah, Jake Lindsay is getting his face in his local theater. How very cool. Jake, good for you, sir. Ah, here it is. Here he is. We've got to congratulate this guy. This is great. Arise, Friday Morris Monster. Arise. Fly past the... Wait. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS just surpassed 44,000 likes. Wait, what's that? You say the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS finalized their partnership with Wizard World today? That is great news. Christian's so proud of you, my man. So proud. And so you said that, and I shouldn't be surprised that you're rising that fast, but I was just knocked out by it, Christian. That is super news. I'm proud of you, brother. So everybody, please give a congrats to Christian Basil. What an accomplishment. 44K people on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And if you have not signed up for that page today, please do, because you'll get in on excitement like this.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Part of the Hanging with Web show network. Please check out the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Great show, great conversation, great interviews, great gravy. It's Christian Basil. We are so proud of you and Melanie and the whole crew there. So glad to be a part of the legend. Anyway, Carl Witzman says, since when does Sarah's arrival mean we need to start behaving? That is true. Oh, and him in the theater. Good for you, Jake. And Sarah doesn't control us. You say that now, young man, but wait till the A-frame comes out. And Joe Dog McKeel says, Sarah's here. I done pushed the like button. I'm cool. There we go. Good man. And Christian Basil continues. And the live Legend of the Traveling TARDIS shows will premiere on the Wizard World Facebook page. Yeah, nothing to see here. Back to your Nevermind the Furthermore, already in progress. Christian, brag it up, buddy. Put something on the Rising Tide page on that, would you please? That's quite an accomplishment, young man. Very proud of you. So very proud. And Trevor Hawkins, and this is just before the show starts, people. This is before the show starts. I'm still reading comments from before the show starting. Hello, Charles, Sarah, and Christian for Trevor Hawkins, and we got a whole room now. Speak for yourself, Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay. I listen to the late. I do too. And it's like what Liberty Records used to say about Julie London back in the 50s. You know, said, no wonder she sounds so good. Look where her voice has been. Anyway, Charles F. Millhouse watching here on YouTube. Double dipping is allowed. It's encouraged, Charles. Watch us both on Facebook and on YouTube, please. And don't forget, folks, if you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button for this video, because it helps us show up in more news feeds. And if you've got something to brag about, like Christian does, and you put it in here, that's a hint, people, then more people will see your message. Please share this video too. That helps us a lot. And there he is, my host for tomorrow at 2:15 on Reels and Heels, Brian Wensoff. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Brian. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday so far. And Joe Dog McKeel says, I think Brian needs to start earlier to keep up with the comments. Yeah, you guys will just start earlier too. I'm onto your trickery here, you know. I only look stupid, Joe Dog. And Sarah says, not trying to control anyone, Jake. That's just too funny. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, I'm eating a big bowl of angel hair pasta for breakfast. Hey, I've eaten burritos for breakfast, and I'm not talking about with eggs in them, but I've eaten burritos at breakfast, and I've had pancakes at midnight. You know what I'm saying? I am a man who can't be told what to eat. Anyway, Trevor Hawkins says, Sarah is the dark mistress. All should obey, and there's pleasures in compliance. And good morning, Brian. Thanks for being there for me last night. Teresa Dunn, mwah. I've got to congratulate you. I hope I'm not embarrassing you when I say this. Teresa was nervous as hell. I told her, I said, you are in Willow's hands. And how many of us wouldn't mind being in Willow's hands? Anyway, I told her, you know, Willow won't let you fall. And I'll be there, and so will your friends, and we will be there to help get you through it. You'll get support. And she did a great job. Now, she had a little bit of internet trouble, but she was there the whole program. She didn't drop out like she does sometimes. Teresa, now you see, here's the thing, you know, and I'm proud. I'm very proud of Teresa, because Teresa is at the point in her publishing career. And by the way, check out Poetry Expressions 1 and 2 from Teresa D. Dunn. That means she is D. Dunn you should be buying from. Anyway, because there's another Teresa Dunn, but there's only one Teresa D. Dunn. Okay. But anyway, Teresa is looking at how to improve what she does. And I think once you realize that your creative career is starting to roll, you start looking at things like, well, I think I need business cards now. Well, wait a second, what kind of goodies am I handing out to people? What kind of incentives am I giving to people to get them to buy my book? You know, whether it's a bookmark or a special card or what have you. There's just all kinds of, or stickers. People love stickers. Sticker Mule is the best. Anyway, or, you know, how am I able to upgrade my performance, or how I appear on the air? Yeah, you see my early, you can go back on my page on Facebook. You'll see my earliest ones. I didn't have the branding I do now. It was just kind of bland, but now I'm a bit more festive. And it's paid off. And Teresa's at that stage where she's starting to notice things she can do to improve herself, and she's working to do it. God bless you, Teresa. You are terrific. And that's what she says, Sarah. All should obey. Yep. And good morning, Robert Beatty. Morning, everyone. Robert's got reason to smile too. He's played Santa in a brand new movie. Good on you, my man. Good on you. And Rick Bradley, good morning, Nevermorians, and in stalker mode until break time. Well, Rick, you just keep keep your nose to the grindstone, your ear to the speaker, and we will get you through the morning. How's that? And Sarah musically laughs at Jake. And Sarah Lankard, you ever open the program at both YouTube and Facebook and can't figure out why it sounds funny? Then you realize that you forgot to hit the mute button on one of them? Yes. In fact, yesterday, Meredith Loughran was testing a brand new broadcast system she's discovered. Everything I've seen so far, the new one looks good. What's the name of it? See if I've got it here. No, that's it. That's not it either. HAPS, HAPPS.TV. It's got some good features, and it can broadcast to multiple platforms at once, like StreamYard. And it looks like it may have most of the features StreamYard does, but StreamYard works so very hard to upgrade their services. And I think Joe Dog McKeel, who talks to them frequently, will verify what I'm saying, in that even the free service right now is better than a lot of pay broadcast systems. It's just stream. I'm a huge. It's going to take a lot to wean me from StreamYard. Let's put it that way. But I am loyal to StreamYard. But I am looking at HAPS as a potential backup. But yeah, I did that yesterday. I was trying to measure the quality of the sound and audio. Or the audio is sound stupid. Anyway, no, bad Brian. But no, audio and visual aspects of it. And it was a good experiment. I was trying to do to HAPS what Joe Dog does to StreamYard, and that's to try to break it a little, which I'm good at. So we may be testing it later this afternoon, so you may see a test broadcast sometime with HAPS, just out of curiosity more than anything. But yeah, I've done that. That's the one thing. Some configurations of Facebook automatically mute the audio. So I tend to listen to the audio on YouTube because it's a little better. So anyway, but anyway, glad you're trying it, Grant, and thank you for supporting me. To everyone who's supporting me on both Facebook and YouTube to help keep my numbers up, I do appreciate it. We got a whole lot of people. Thank you to everyone who's reacted. If I haven't said hello to you, like David Hayes and David Dectow and Matt Shore and John B. Pica, and I got somebody there I'm going to say hello to in a moment. Also, Brian Rodman, Clyde Hall, Russell Allen, and thank you to everyone that's given us a like or a love. That also helps us in our algorithm battles, too. So all is appreciated, and we do appreciate you guys and gals. We really do. Anyway, from Jeffrey Hayes, who was so awesome on last Tuesday night's Clever Title Pending, we welcome you, sir. Good Friday morning, all. Still high from the Mandalorian finale. No spoilers, just good old Star Wars overdose. I really got to binge on it. I really got to find the first season and start watching that. I would watch it because it's Jon Favreau. I am a big Jon Favreau fan. I think he is an amazing actor, and he's done some really good hosting on some nonfiction shows, and what a director. Holy cats. I see him as kind of like a godfather of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the great job he did on Iron Man, which is more or less the official launch. The Hulk was the soft opening, whereas the grand opening was Iron Man. But yeah, he's an amazing director, amazing talent. And Trevor Hawkins mocks Grant with his laughter. Shame on you, Trevor. Go across Sarah's knee and prepare for your punishment. And good morning, everyone. Russell Allen, good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well this morning. And not going to spoil it, but OMFG, The Mandalorian was on fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see some more cool people we're going to get to soon. We just had another one of those comment dumps here. So, well, Brian, if you could keep up with stuff, you wouldn't have it so bad. Shut up, Brian. Anyway, and I think we just got cut off from some. And I got, let's get that on the screen. I got tons of people interested in my TikTok. I keep getting messages saying, hey, I never knew you were on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I just don't use it. And back in the cereal box, John B. Pike, a great interview last night on Stupid O'Clock. Saturday AM at 8 a.m. Central Time. Grab a big bowl of cereal, if that's what you're calling it, and sit down on the virtual couch and join us for great geek pop culture. Check it out. Back in the cereal box. Please give that channel a like if you would. Christian Basil says, I like Sarah, and I love Sarah. And it's John BP. That's right. And Willow Skyler, whose cream am I getting sprayed with here, Carl? Well, we're having a lottery to see who gets to spray you, Willow. Great interview with Teresa Dunn last night. Check it out. Willow's Pillows. Who doesn't want to be on the pillow with Willow? That's what I say. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel, the green room may cross a new line tonight. Skunk may drop in. He is now part of the group. I saw that this morning. Gave that a like. I forgot to put it in my usual Will Smith run. I think I did. Anyway, please check out the green room if you're a member of Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Group. And if you aren't, contact Uncle Carl and Willow. Yeah, we'll be spraying raspberry syrup every opportunity we can. Anyway, Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay. I'd watch The Christmas Nightmare, but I go to bed early now. I'll always watch the rerun. Yeah, definitely check it out. Because I think Ron Fitzgerald is an amazing illusionist. He really is. And his act is different from a whole lot of different people. He does a lot of great stuff, and he's funny as hell. He really is. I get on the phone with him, and I just block out the next 3.5 hours because we're just talking, laughing, having a good time. He's one of my friends that we get together, and both our IQs plummet. Anyway, but I hope you all check it out tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And I also want to say Sunday at 8 p.m. Russell Allen will be talking to Teresa Dunn. That should be fun and exciting. And happy Friday to the beautiful and adorable Cindy Kep, CKOEPP.com. Please sign up for her newsletter because it's amazing, and so is she. Also check out her books on Amazon and at bearpublications.com. Hello, all my fellow Nevermorians from Christian Basil on YouTube. Glad to see you, sir. And Greg Williams, good morning. Good morning, Brian. You are the spirit of Christmas, says Greg Williams. Well, I I do know when you're sleeping. I do know when you're awake. That's why if you look down at the foot of your bed, sometimes you see someone there. It couldn't be me. No, I've got an alibi. But anyway, Greg Williams, so good to see you. Hope you and the family are doing well this year. Mwah! Hope everything is going well. Hope you guys have an incredible Christmas. So good to see you, Greg. Miss you guys. Miss my Danville peeps. I really do. I just don't get over there much anymore. And Brian Wesloff says Nick Carter just released a brand new song today called 80s Movie, and it's really good. I suggest people to give it a listen. And speaking of music, Reels and Heels are close to securing an interview with a pretty popular music group from the late 90s, early 2000s. Oh, very cool. I might have even heard of them. Anyway, what is it? I also saw that Paul McCartney's released a new video for his brand new album McCartney 3, which is like the original McCartney and McCartney 2. Paul plays all the instruments. A lot of people think Paul is just a really terrific, one of the best bass players ever, which he is. Paul also plays not only bass guitar, but also guitar, upright bass, keyboards, drums. In fact, for a while, he was the drummer in the Beatles. If you hear things like In the USSR and the Ballad of John and Yoko, that's Paul on drums, not Ringo. Anyway, I'll check that out, Brian. Thank you very much. And there's 18 people on YouTube. That's awesome. I think so too. I'd like to get into triple digits, and one day we shall. We shall. We've got good numbers this morning, and thank you to everyone who's tuning in. We do appreciate you. We really do. And I'm jumping around the YouTube accounts and commenting and liking as much as possible. John B. Pike of the Storyteller, I appreciate it. Please check out Back of the Cereal Box and John B. Pike of the Storyteller. Let's share the love on YouTube here. And nice, John, says Carl Witzman. And good morning, Cindy, says Trevor Hawkins. And John B. Pike, Brian, I shave my head because it's easier to care for, and bald guys are badass. I agree. I'm only half badass. Of course, some will say I'm half-assed anyway. But anyway, no. And you did a good job last night on Stupid O'Clock. You were a lot of fun, dude. You really were. And Charles F. Millhouse, the next evolution of man is coming in 2021. Check out the video cover reveal at stormgatepress.com. Definitely check that out. And check out the work of Charles F. Millhouse because he is awesome. And so is Willow Schuyler. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you all. Willow, always a delight to have you here, and especially seeing you on YouTube. So appreciative. And you're awesome too, darling. And thank you for the mention this morning. I love you. Thank you for mentioning me with the Hanging with Webb show. People, you are putting me in fast company, and I appreciate it. I sincerely do. And badass, says badass Carl Witzman. And the League of Impossibles, speaking of badass, have you seen the draft of the League of Impossibles webcomic we posted as an early Christmas gift? You really should. I didn't realize Doug Aller was penciling that last night, or I'd have complimented him. I know Doug Aller, Aller's Oddities. And but no, he did a great job, but your inking is superb on that, dude. Seriously. So please pass on my compliments to Doug. But yeah, I saw John Pica shot me a look at his League of Impossibles comic, and that's good looking stuff. That seriously is, dude. You do amazing work on there. Both of you do. So anyway, please check that out, and check out Impossibilists on Patreon, and please support your Patreon friends, all right? And Robert Beatty's tonight, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune into Slash's Graveyard Tales on the Eerie Late Night Monster Channel on Roku TV, and see a great B movie, The Children, with special guest star Santa Claus. Yes, that's right. Crawl on Robert Beatty's lap, and he'll tell you if you've been naughty or nice. If you're naughty, you get to sit on Brian's lap. Anyway, please check out that movie. Robert sent me the look of the one sheet, and that looks just so cool. I really would love to see that film. I don't get Roku. I hope it gets to another channel that I can't access. But anyway, congratulations, Robert. I'm sure you did an amazing job. Joe Dog McKeel, if you missed last night's Stupid O'Clock, you need to go see it. Skunk did an impression of Brian and just about nailed it, just about my backside. He got me, man. He when I was a guest on Stupid O'Clock months ago, and I really had a great time on there. I love watching the show. But Skunk told me, he said, he gets us. And I took that as an incredible compliment because I really admire what you guys do on there. I really do. But last night he even got the tone right. Skunk did an amazing imitation of me. And I was, of course you couldn't see it because I was alone, but I was just sitting there grinning, listening and watching him. He had me. He was getting the beats down and everything. And I was just so very proud of it. That Skunk totally nailed it. Joe Dog says, Carly, I agree. He was terrific. And well, he is terrific anyway. I'm loving his new channel. I was checking out some of the music and videos on there. That was just so amazing. I really loved it. Trevor Hawkins says, mocks Joe Dog with his laughter. Good man. And the Eric Hawkins, no, never use cheap razors on your head. Never, never, never. I have learned that, Eric. These little pink flimsy razors. You see, normally, they do have name brands like Persona and Schick, and they do wind up in Dollar Tree occasionally. I like Dollar Tree. I just love shopping there. It is like a rummage sale. You never know what's going to be there, and you never know what's going to be there when you go back. And so I dig shopping there. I really do. And I suppose one day if I ever become, wealthy and infamous, well, I'm already infamous. I need to be wealthy now. Then I'll probably go back to Dollar Tree because I have fun there. It's kind of like that If I Had $1 Million song by Bare Naked Ladies, one of their classic songs, where Stephen Page sings, well, if I had $1 million, we wouldn't have to eat Kraft dinners, the mac and cheese stuff in Canada. And and then the reply is, well, yes, we would, but we could eat more of them. So anyway, I would still go to Dollar Tree, but I probably will never buy this set of razors again. But you're absolutely right. You should spend a little more and take care of yourself. Dollar Shave Club. I am so tempted, Eric. I really am, to invest in Dollar Shave. I was looking at the George line of products because it looks really swank for shaving and all. Not that I shave everything, of course, and maybe I shave in places I'm not going to tell you people about. But anyway, that's another issue. And then Christian died, and we have something to commemorate Christian. I'll say that, and I'm not going to show you every place I shave. Thank you, Trevor Hawkins. Anyway, that's Latin for "and then Christian died." But anyway, I checked out the George stuff, and I'm like, what is it, like 4 fresh blades for something like $15 or something? I'm like, no, I can get something comparable, but certainly not spending that much. Anyway, Cindy Cap says, I get my hair trimmed once a year, whether it needs it or not. Well, Cindy, I noticed you've got the long, luxurious locks. It looks great on you. And you can do stuff with it. Maybe I'm too much of a child of the 50s and 60s. Just in my declining years, I want convenience as far as my hair goes. And I see so many people my age that if you have hair like mine, it can be stylish up to a point, and then once it gets a quarter inch past that, you look like you should be sleeping in a cardboard box under a bridge. I would just as soon not look like that. But anyway, what I would look like was be having a great big smile from having read Cindy Kep's newsletter, which you can sign up for at ckoepp.com. I cannot stress that enough. Let's get some more names for Cindy's mailing list. And Philip Thompson, morning to you, my friend. Hope your morning's going well. Matt Shore, a pleasure to have you here. Good morning and happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Hope you're looking forward to a great weekend as we approach the Christmas holiday. And before anyone asks, yes, we will have a Christmas show. We're not going to do anything special. We're just going to have a show on Christmas. Anyway, Jake Lindsay says, I do use a razor, but it catches on my moles and it hurts most of the time. I've got one on top of my head I have to be careful about. But other than that, I go forward fearlessly. And my Christmas spectacular may have to happen on Wednesday, folks. I have to work till 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve. I'm still hoping to have some great special guests. Willow, I am so there. And please, as always, Rising Tide page. Feel free. It is yours to promote on, darling. Anyway, I'll look forward to that. That sounds like fun. And John B. Pica says, how about this? Not only skipping around YouTube accounts and liking, but commenting on Facebook. Super boost. John B. Pica, you take such good care of us. Thank you so much, buddy. And don't forget, check out johnpica.com for all that this cool guy does. And John B. Pica, I apologize for connection issues. My son was streaming a game of Cyberpunk with his friends. Doesn't he know you have a mission to bring class and dignity to stupid o'clock? Oh, why am I saying it's stupid o'clock? It's too much fun for that. Anyway, Daryl Shaw, good morning, sir. Good morning to you, Daryl. Hope you're having a good morning, my friend. But anyway, John B. Pica, no apologies necessary, man. You were awesome when you were there, all right? And Daryl Shaw, you're awesome too. Glad to see you, sir. And Teresa Dunn, last night's interview was fun, but like always, the internet was crappy, but appropriate those who showed up. You asked questions. Thank you. Well, glad to, and thank you for putting up with our falderall. And thank you for the compliments, Teresa. I wasn't, Willow, when I was asking my questions, I honestly was not fishing for compliments. I really wasn't. I'm reasonably secure. And I don't have to have my name mentioned all the time. And sometimes, I've had a couple times this week where it's like, do you know that Brian Morris did this thing? Oh my God. Anyway, I'm used to that. But no, it was a great interview. Willow, you did such a fantastic job of interviewing. So much fun. And Teresa, you were marvelous. And even despite your crappy internet, you didn't drop out. You're stepping in the right direction, darling. And my northern parents went back through their Christmas pictures. They've been living here most of 35 years. About 50% had snow at Christmas, says Cindy Kep. Yeah, I remember, and Cookie remembers this too, not with the same fondness I do. I remember one time when we lived in East Central Illinois in Champaign after we got married. This is probably about 20, 25 years ago. We had a Christmas where it was like and it was raining all day Christmas, and Cookie was just like very unhappy. We like a little light covering of snow on the ground. That's fine on Christmas. I will handle that. Yes, I said the word. I will submit myself to some spanking later. Ladies, get in line. But we had like 70 degrees and it was raining all day, and it was like the best Christmas ever as far as I was concerned. But we probably should have been taking pictures of our Christmases together, but oh well. And they can have my shot, says Robert Beatty. Oh, come on, don't you want to chip like all the cool kids? Which I find funny. I find hilarious. And Stupid O'Clock addressed this, I think it was last week, that, you hear a bunch of conspiracy theorists saying, well, the government's going to put a chip in you so they can track you. Guess what? Do you have a cell phone? Do you have a laptop? Do you use a computer? Guess what? They've already got you. It's too late. League of Impossible. This is Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay. That is way too much TMI. This show is about TMI, John. TMI is the theme of every day. And Eric Hawkins says, I shave old school with a Badger hairbrush and shaving. So I actually do. It's one of those things where we have more than one bathroom. And when I'm downstairs, I have I use regular shave cream and a razor. I did get a little bowl and some soap, and I really love that stuff. Because a lot of shave creams, it's like I'm trying not to put like a huge amount, but there's this balancing act between putting too little on and it kind of dries by the time you get there, or putting too much on and you look like you ought to be shot because you're rabid. There's a kind of a fine balance there, but I can control it a little better with the hairbrush. And the funny thing is, I was at a Pilot truck stop, one of the few shows I actually got to this year, and they actually had straight razors. And I almost bought one because I could just imagine, like doing the straight razor thing, and then the cup would be like a 1915 barber shop. I think that'd be so cool. But anyway, thank you. That is I like the brush. I really do. But I just got to buy better razors from here on in. And Cindy Kemp says, don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. And if you do like what you see and hear, two kinds of here, they're spelled different though. It's like there, and two. Anyway, we have a tip jar, and thank you to our recent contributor, who is here, and we will not embarrass him, although if he wants to say something, we will. And he said I could take $20 and buy a bottle of Kraken with it, and don't think we ain't gonna. But anyway, we have a tip jar. If you like the sound of what you hear and what you see and the ideas and the fun we're having, oh boy, ain't we got fun. And the coffee we're drinking, please remember you can send a tip through our tip jar at paypal.me/Rising Tide BKM. All contributions will be gratefully acknowledged and privately, so we won't embarrass you. Some people like the praise, others don't, but I at least want you to know that I appreciate it. And also, we have that Patreon page. Brian, just look for Brian K. Morris, all one word, lowercase. And we are offering all kinds of cool stuff. We posted the 6th chapter of Ebony Terror this week. And probably we may post something on Christmas too. Plus, we have posted the 1st chapter of the Santa Stein audiobook. And $1 will get you a mention in everything we do from here on in, such as well, let me take that comment down because we want people to know where it's at. Anyway, sorry, Cindy. And Cindy is one of our Patreon supporters, and we love you. Thank you so much, Cindy, for your patience with us, and as we're still trying to get used to Patreon, but I enjoy it because I have more direct contact with people. So if you want to have a real dialogue with me, sign up for Patreon. Like I said, $1 a month gets quite a bit. $5 will get you a peek at our new our flash fiction first draft novel. Tentatively titled, well, actually not tentatively. We are going to change the name. I'm not real fond of the name Ebony Terror. That's just a placeholder title. But anyway, thank you to everyone who supports us on Patreon. We do appreciate it so very much, more than we can say. But anyway, let's see. Anyway, thank you, Cindy Kep, for that reminder. And so I wasn't the only one with internet problems last night. No, John, you weren't. I think probably you were the worst. I think what we called the Keokuk plan earlier. But I know, Teresa Dunn regularly has crappy internet, and last night Carl was having problems. For once, I wasn't. So anyway, I stole your good one. And Willow, mine is extra creamy. For those of you who came in late, that's probably more. That's probably John Pica fleeing in terror at the implications, and that's not too much TMI, says Jake Lindsay. You just wait. And today's tip from Cindy Kep: don't trim your Christmas tree with a lawnmower. Stay tuned to this channel for more holiday tips. Anyway, thank you, Cindy, for that. And now you tell me. And Christian Basil says, Sarah, my dark mistress, mwah. And hopefully the kiss was not intercepted by the one, the only Brian Rodman, who says the Dastardly Dingoes podcast has exceeded 100 subscribers on YouTube. Yes. Thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed and tuned into our shenanigans. Yes, shenanigans abound on there. Let's keep this thing going and get to 150 by the end of the year. This week's episode features the amazing David Hayes, and check out our fantabulous holiday special featuring multiple returning guests, including the BKM himself. That's right. I was on there. I had a great time. OMG, that was so much fun. That really was, and you'll have fun listening to it. And I have to say, Brian, I don't frequently go back and watch myself. I really don't like my voice. But like many of us, I don't care for my voice. But I tuned in and I just started watching. I was enjoying the general fall to roll, and I stayed till the very end. So I'm responsible for a couple of viewings on there. But anyway, please check out the Dastardly Dingoes podcast. They're on YouTube. They're on Facebook. Go to YouTube and subscribe, and they are wonderful. And Teresa Dunn says, I appreciate everyone who showed up last night. It was fun, and Willow did an amazing job. That she did. And Teresa's internet was crappy as usual, but I did it. That's the point, Teresa. You did it. I know you're scared going in, but darling, you did it. That's the thing that matters. You know, that's the thing that puts people at the head of the pack. Those of us who are willing to do what others refuse to do. See what I'm saying? And moi, Christian, my altar boy, says Sarah. And the altar boy is here, announces the chief painter of the Dark Church. There we go, Trevor. There we go. And quick tip for after show: wait 5 minutes until stupid o'clock ends and go to my personal page. Like the green room, hit refresh. If it ain't there, it shows up. Joe Dog, thank you. I'll have to remember that. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. After. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we got it. So anyway, if you want to see the after show, which can be fun too, it is always fun. But anyway, check out the after show of Stupid O'Clock. You'll get another chance tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central on the Stupid O'Clock channel on YouTube and on Facebook. Please check them out. They're so much fun. And Christian Stud and Mistress Sarah. That's a movie I'd tune into. And Sarah, I'm mostly in lurker mode today, but I'm here. Well, Sarah, I am glad you are here. As always, I'm glad you're here. Look forward to seeing you tonight in the green room. And hope you're continuing to feel better, darling. And hey there, Teresa. Says Sarah to Teresa. And Carl Wisman says, I got into the after show, but could not comment. Dang Facebook and danged internet. Grr. And so Willow Schuyler just has to be vigorously shaken right. Christian? And Christian's thinking about it. And then Christian died. Thank you, Trevor Hawkins, for that graphic. Anyway, Trevor says, Sarah, are you going to lurk on Christian? Just asking for a friend. And also head on to BrianRodman.com. Says Brian Rodman, who would know. And check out the horror fantasy comic series Memoirs of an Angel. It's about a ragtag group of infinite and finite beings who race through time and space to rescue a broken witch hunter from the clutches of the Dark Kingdom. It's Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist. Join the adventure today. Check it out. It's good stuff. It really is. And yep. Trevor says Sarah, and congrats, Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube. Check out that channel. And I think I see you've already bragged about it. This coming Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, I will be on the TED Talk. I will be interviewed by Ted Davies, who was on a recent Clever Title Pending. Please check it out. He was amazing, as always. Check out his channel. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. This man should have about 50 bazillion subscriptions. He does not. It is not an equitable place in the universe where that can occur. But anyway, please check out his channel, Ted Davies Artistry. Also, TedDaviesArtistry.com, Ted Davies Artistry on Facebook. Thank goodness you have the same name everywhere, or I could never remember it. And Willow, says Christian Basil. And Becca Colgrove, good morning, darling. Mwah, sunshine. Love to see the sunshine. Love to see your smile, Becca Colgrove. Hope you're having a great morning, my dear. And love to you and your mom, okay? Back in the cereal box is back saying, we are a little over 200 subscribers on the new podcast. We still need you. Well, give this man some support. And Willow, shaken, not stirred. Well, you'll have to shake it yourself, Christian. And Stephen Dallas Rodman, hello, dear friend. Stephen, my good friend, how are you, buddy? Hoping you are well and have a habit of laughing and smiling. Miss you and your hat, buddy. Hey, Stephen, miss you too, dude. Hope you are doing well. Happy holidays if I don't get to see you before then, man. Anyway, check out Stephen Dallas Rodman. Do a search for this man's name. He's a very, very talented musician, one of the nicest human beings on this planet. And why he admits to being my friend shows us a courage unmatched by even the titans of history. But anyway, no, we love you, Stephen, and miss you, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you here, man. You're making my morning. Seriously. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Becca. Hope you have an amazing Christmas. You deserve it. And Christian is at... Okay. He's at and Morris. Thank you, Becca. And Cindy Kep says, disagree about long versus short hair. I grew up with short hair and it took a haircut every month. I've let my hair grow long since college and it's a year hair trimming adventure. Wow. Yeah, you've got Crystal Gale like locks. I just couldn't do the upkeep on it. If Cookie didn't object, I'd just shave my head every day. I really would, except for my sideburns, because that's my branding. So anyway, but no, you look fantastic with long hair, Cindy. I can't imagine you with like a page boy cut or anything. Christian Basil says, Trevor Hawk and Sarah can lurk me anytime. That's what we're calling it now. And Sarah's here. No misbehaving. Well, it depends on the definition. Anyway, Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says the only long hair I like is the long-haired girls with braids in their hair like Marita from Brave. Yes, that Pixar mania is picking up again. And Carly says, I'm a child of the 70s. I love men with either long hair or no hair. And with Carly, you got both. You got long hair on the front of his head and nothing on the top. This works out well for you. Good girl. Know what you want. And Brian Robbins says, I want to share the Memoirs of an Angel theme song with everyone here. It was composed and performed by amazingly talented friends, Cameron Beckerdite and Becca Neely. We've already had multiple folks say some really kind things about it. It sums up the tone of the series perfectly. And check it out. Yeah, seriously. Brian, thank you for sharing it. I think I want to find a way to download just so I can listen to it regularly. Amazing music. And I know this is going to be a pretty obscure reference for most of you, but it reminds me a lot of some of the instrumentals that Ultravox used to do. Ultravox was a British group, started as kind of a punk rock group, but wound up finding a fresh sound. There's two different incarnations. The latter one featured Midge Ure as the vocalist and lead guitarist, who went on to co-write Do They Know It's Christmas? Okay. And has had a very successful solo career. But anyway, it's very atmospheric and kind of orchestral. But anyway, yeah, I love that song. Please check it out. You will like it. And I love bald and short hair. Well, Teresa, that's why we get along so well, darling. Mwah. And Cindy Cap, a request from seizure and migraine empowered folks. Please forego flashing lights in book trailers. I get that. That's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah, and even those of us that don't get seizures, sometimes we find that annoying. Trevor Hawkins says, oh, did you get the package? It should have been about average in size. Well, it all depends on the recipient. One person's average package could be gigantic, depending on the recipient. Let's see. Let's take a quick look. According to the USPS tracking that Eric so graciously sent me, it's a 5:49. But it doesn't say, it'd be 5:49 this morning because it's military time, I believe. It has arrived at the USPS facility in Lafayette, Indiana. Now, whether it got onto a truck for today, I don't know, but that probably means if I don't get it this afternoon, I will get it tomorrow. So thank you so much, the Eric. I almost called you Trevor. I do apologize. Anyway, the Eric and the Trevor, two different tastes that taste good together. Anyway, but no, I'll let you know, Eric. And I want to thank you. I don't think I've thanked you enough for that. And the sketch you did for me, we'll just wait till we see each other again. How's that? That's good incentive to see each other. Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, I saw a really awesome movie last night. It's called Prince of Egypt. Is that the older animated one? Am I thinking of the right one? And behave like what? My case, I behave like a naughty 5-year-old, but that's different. And back in the cereal box, I'm going to order Santa Stein right now. John, thank you, sir. Thank you. I love you, man. You're great. And check out John B. Pica also on Amazon too. He's got a really good book on magic that we got from him at NonCon. So check it out. And yay, Christian, grass, says Carleen. Yeah, go Christian, says Cindy Cap. I agree. And congratulations, Christian. What an accomplishment. 44K people. And congratulations from back of the cereal box. And Cindy Cap, what do elves do in school? Presentations. You've got to sign up. You got a friend, Cindy Cap. She gets such fun things during the day. It always cheers me up. And she does it right at the right time, too. It's like God's telling her, Brian's a little down right now. Post something funny. But anyway, thank you back in the cereal box. Thank you, everyone. And congratulations again to Trevor. To Christian, excuse me. I was looking at Trevor's name. I meant to say Christian. But anyway, Christian, congratulations on 44,000 likes on your YouTube page for The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Please check it out. And Brian Robin, 44,000 shades of TARDIS. Congratulations, Christian Basil. Woohoo! Yeah. And Christian says, thanks, gang. Mwah, all of you. Well, mwah back at you, brother. Seriously, that's a great accomplishment. And I am proud of you. I think you should be proud of yourself as well. Now, go get 45. Only losers have 44,000. You need more. Anyway, congratulations, Christian, from Teresa Dunn. Jake Lindsay says, why does Santa like Christmas so much? He knows the naughty girls. Oh, and so does Jake Lindsay, I bet. And Glenn B. Fleming, Christmas bomb bug. Thank you for your opposing viewpoint, Glenn B. Fleming, that we secretly subscribe to. Anyway, Glenn, good to have you here. Glenn has got some amazing publications on Amazon, and little birdie told me that somebody got off their Fez covered backside and left you a 5-star review, young man. So anyway, and they accepted it. So anyway, Glenn, check out the work of Glenn Fleming. He's got some great comic stuff on Amazon. Check out this man's work. He is amazing, an amazing writer. And hey kids, says Ted Davies Artistry. Last time I said that, I spent 6 months in the county jail. Anyway, Teresa Dunn says, hey Ted. And howdy Ted from Trevor Hawkins. And Trevor's like, quit giving me that voice. And Rick Bradley says, the perfect gift for the holidays. Pulp Reality #1. Amazing stories to slug the 2020 woes in the nose. I'm glad. Go to that address and order your copy today. A whole bunch of Nevermorians have contributed to this fine, super fine project, including yours truly. And it is an amazing book. I'm looking forward to getting cracking on that. And Joe D. McPhee, good to see you, man. It was fun interacting with you last night on Willa's show. Support the handsome book informant by From Rising Tide's own Brian K. I am the book version of Morocco Mole Morris. Oh, Joe, I get the reference. I love it. You don't need a secret squirrel to enjoy the prose he publishes. Pick yours up now. Thank you, Joe D. McPhee. And check out this man's artwork, too. Joe D. McPhee is a super talented penciler. I am digging the stuff I'm seeing. Joe, thank you so much for your endorsement there. I so appreciate it. And doing my 2020 summary of arts is Philip Thompson. Cool. Follow this man on Instagram. He's amazing. And Christian, you are an inspiration, says Willow Schuyler. I admit he is. Let's see if we can't get more Fan Expo events now. Definitely. And Carl Wisman says, I might even open the green room early tonight. Sounds like we all need it. Probably won't hurt. And back on the cereal box says, I'm impressed by the viewer participation Brian always gets. I hope I can achieve that kind of active viewership one day. Well, back of the cereal box, the secret is attract the right people. Or in my case, the wrong people, but they're fun. All right. It's like, like the Billy Joel song, I'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints, So we got a whole bunch of sinners here. Although we had some theology last night at Willow's Pillow Talk, which, by the way, everyone should check out. It was a great show. And check out Back of the Cereal Box on Saturday mornings. And please, please, please check out Stupid O'Clock from last night with John B. Pica. He was awesome. He really was. And no, what do you mean? Oh, God knows, said Dave Sargent. No, you should check out what John B. Pica did last night, Ted. You will love it. And horror isn't just for Halloween anymore. Order the introduction to Rick Bradley's Eden Paul's trilogy, Marvin's Night Out, right now on Amazon in paperback and digital format. Check it out. Rick Bradley, story-wise and getting published, has had a great 2020, which, by the way, Brian, can you go 5 minutes without promoting something? No. Anyway, December 29th, Tuesday, December 29th, we are going to have a special episode of Clever Title Pending where we're going to look back at 2020. And we've got an all-star panel that's going to tell us how did we get the hell through this crap storm of a year. Murder hornets, potential strikes, impeachment, woes, and then, of course, the My Sharona, Miley Cyrus, Peter pandemic, and among other mishaps along the way, and the near destruction of the direct sales comic system, etc., etc., and a botched economy. And how did some of us survive it? How did some of us actually get ahead this year? How are we positioning ourselves for 2021? Get your notepads out on the 29th, folks, because on Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time, we're going to tell you what we did, that we're actually in a better position at the end of 2020 than when we started, and how we're going to grab 2021 in its most sensitive areas, make it turn its head and cough. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we are going to have the amazing Donna Carlene, to her friends. She will be there, as will the amazing inspirational romance author Kathy Jackson, the beautiful and talented and aggressive Michaela Jade, who is OMG. You are going to be seeing some great things from her this year. And of course, Luke Stone, who started out the year with a very successful comic book, Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, and just released his trade paperback of that series. And they're going to talk about how we got through 2020 and what we're going to do to make 2021 our bitch. And the week before that, we're going to revisit Imposter Syndrome at 8 p.m. on the 22nd of December. And of course, we are not scrimping on the talent there. We're going to have Carl Witzman and John C. Bruning and Amy Hale will be on that show. All three amazing authors. And we're going to talk about the one thing that so many creative people have, that whole, I don't know that how much it holds us back, but it just does make us maybe not as aggressive as we should be in promoting ourselves. But anyway, the last two episodes of Clever Tile Pending this year are going to be amazing, and we've already started booking for January, and you are going to be knocked out by the people that are visiting and revisiting our wonderful show. So please check out Clever Tile Pending. Please check out our playlist on YouTube, where you can go and watch back episodes of it and see your friends and neighbors doing creative stuff and having a good time doing it. Anyway, the fastest 2 hours of your week, I promise. Check out Rick Bradley's work as well. Carl Westman says, I see that Willow posted something so naughty that she had to retract it. Awesome. Oh, man, did I miss this? Send me a screenshot, please. And Christian, you are a huge inspiration from all of us. Let's see if we can get more Fan Expo events now. Definitely. Did I hit that twice? Oh, it did show up twice. Okay, it was worth saying twice. And Jake Lindsay says, I found out I don't have to work till Sunday. More free time with redheads. Oh, you dog, you. Look out for you. And tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, says Cindy Cap, tune into the Historical Fencing Guild to hang out with Nick Tockert and find out all the fun swordplay news you need. Yeah, definitely. High energy, lots of fun. I love that show. I try to catch it on the reruns, because I'll be in the green room tonight. And Carleen gets booze ready for Sooner Green Room. Never too early to start. I may have to have an adult beverage with this. I've been drinking more lately, I've noticed. It's not that I'm miserable or anything. I just, it's just that Cookie had that groin muscle pull, which she's getting better. She's getting better, folks. She really is. Just to give you a progress report. But one of the things we figured out was to loosen, to relax muscles, is have a snootful. And so we've been mixing some stuff. What is it? We got some Kahlua and mixed it with a little peppermint schnapps. And then another night we had butterscotch schnapps, and that's pretty darn tasty. I had some last night, and I about tore through mine. Good thing I don't drive that late at night. But anyway, it'll be a good time tonight. So please check out Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page and get into the green room. And Willow Schuyler, it's clear my grammar and spelling won't improve, so I'm done trying. Willow, you're among writers, and we are not going to complain, darling. Anyway, you did fine. We got your message out. And what do you call a snowman with a six-pack? Asked Cindy Cap. An abdominal snowman. Oh, that's great. And it's all good, Willow, says Carl Witzman. We fully agree. I second that emotion. Jake Lindsay says, what do you call a deer with no eyes? No eye deer. Oh, it's like an old joke I heard from the Gong Show from the the 70s, the unknown comic. Hold on a second here. Sorry, I thought I had sneezed. Anyway, no. The unknown comic had a joke one time, said, you know what you cross? I've told this joke before on the show, I know. But you know what you get when you cross an elephant and a rhinoceros? Elefino. Anyway, and the skunk rocker is groaning. He showed up at the wrong time. And I gotta say, Skunk, you did an amazing Brian imitation last night. Yeah, that was hilarious. And man, I wish I sounded as good as you. I really do. You did a great job. See, anyone can do this job. It's nothing special. And StreamYard is so easy to use. Yeah, it is. But we are checking out the other one because we're always looking for something better. Something that's got more to offer. We'll entertain it. So we'll see. Meredith Walker likes it, but it may not be viable for us. We're going to stick with this. And even now, OBS is probably our backup because you can do so much with it, even in the free version. So, and Carl spends so much time training me. I don't want to lose those skills. Willow says, Carleen, if you change your mind, I used to tutor adults in English and have some cheats that help. I make a living off of English, and look at me. Anyway, Jake Lindsay says, what do you call a blind dinosaur? Do you think he saw us? Man, Very good, Jake. Very good. And Willow Schuyler says, I may take you up on that. Well, the thing is, Willow doesn't speak English. She speaks Canadian. Can you tutor that? It's like she's from Canada. Anyway, Cindy Cap says, holiday humor. Go grab a copy of Santa Stein. I agree. Make it turn its head and cough. Santa Stein. In his tale of irreverent holiday horror, Dr. Victor Frankenstein raids the graveyard to assemble not just a man, but the spirit of giving himself. However, will the creature save Christmas for the village, or will he lead to its destruction? If The Nightmare Before Christmas was too warm and loving for you, this somewhat irreverent book may be the antidote to the annual overdose of goodwill and cheer. Of course, it's readable any month of the year. Santa Stein, the post-holiday Prometheus, a tale of holiday horror told with much inappropriate humor. Beautiful cover by Mr. Trevor Eric Hawkins. Check it out, all right? Available on Amazon and Smashwords. Thank you, Cindy. And also go to CKOEPP and sign up for that great newsletter. And Will still wants to take her up on that. She hasn't changed her mind. And another comment dump. Dang it. Anyway, let's just get that. There we go. Okay, didn't lose any comments this time. Hey, always available to help a friend, sweetie, and I want to watch. Anyway, Cindy Cap, then get Amazon reviews made less impossible to get all the info on how to leave a great review. I left a review yesterday for someone, a friend, Glenn B. Fleming. I left a review. I was shocked to see he didn't have any. Glenn, start asking for them. And authors, we all, and I'm as guilty of this as anyone, we all need to be asking for more reviews because like the likes and subscriptions and the shares, it helps us with the algorithms. It makes our presence more viable on the first page of Google. Most of the time you do a search for Brian K. Morris, I'm on the first page because I have reviews. It's because Amazon feeds information to Google, who then feeds it back to Amazon. It's beautiful for everyone. And if you've bought someone's book, whether you've bought my books or Cindy's or Charles or John's or anyone or Carlene, anyone here, please leave a review. It doesn't have to be grandiose and elegant, although we appreciate the detailed commentary, but it could be, I really like this book. I love the characters. Highly recommended. That's a great review. And just leave a couple stars, even 5-star reviews. It will not hurt our feelings if you leave us a 4-star review. Even 1-star reviews help. Seriously. So please, and check out this book because thank you, Cindy. We also provide a template that will help you write quick, easy, and honest reviews. We want honest reviews, okay? And also, Cindy kept asking, what do you call Santa Claus with unfolded clothes? Chris Wrinkle. I love that. That's funny. That is great. Oh my God, you're awesome. And Carl Wisman says, Carly, just remember to add color to your humor when you help Willow. Oh my goodness, raspberry color. Anyway, Cameron Christopher Payne, good to see you, sir. Audrey Hepburn as Lois Lane would have broken dishes badass. What do you think? Oh my God, and Hearts, Cameron. Oh my God, that Hearts. Hey, that's thank you for being here. First of all, I appreciate your showing up, man. It's great to have you here. But yeah, and I know Trevor Hawkins is having a geekgasm right now too. Audrey Hepburn is Lois Lane. OMG. And who would they get to play Clark? And another thing about that is for the first time, if Audrey Hepburn, like back in her prime, had been Lois Lane and they cast someone of equal stature to play the Man of Steel, that would have been the first time they used actual major talent to be in a Superman, or to be in any sort of superhero film. Because George Reeves wasn't a name when he did Superman and the Mole Men. The serials, of course, didn't always use top name, star power, because those guys were doing regular movies usually. It wasn't. I was. Batman, the 1966 Batman may have been the first one, and then later on, Superman, the movie. But then again, it was the bad guys that were the major names. Like it was Batman, it was Cesar Romero, Burgess Meredith, I think, was mostly TV at the time. Cesar Romero may have been the closest thing to a real movie star in that, a big movie star in the Batman movie. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. And in Superman the movie, you had major talent like Gene Hackman and Marlon Brando, because most of the other, or Jackie Jackie Cooper. Although his heyday was long before that, because he was more of a child actor at one point, but a great director too. But yeah, man, you got me thinking on that, Cameron. Thank you. And Jake Lindsay says, "Oh, I found out really awesome news at a Fellowship of Christian Magicians conference in March 5th. Oh, the biggest magicians want to meet me there. It's going to be awesome. Oh, what is that good for the ego or what? Well done, Jake Lindsay." And back in the cereal box, Brian. Iron Man released before the MCU Hulk. The Ang Lee movie was not part of MCU canon. Must be the Ang Lee one I'm thinking of then, John. Thank you for the correction. And the thing is, I like the Ang Lee Hulk. Edward Norton was good. He really was good. And some of the direction, like the multiple panel thing where they were trying to emulate comics, and I don't think it really worked. But Ang Lee graduated from the University of Illinois, where I used to live in Champaign, Illinois. I lived there actually for 32 years. Half my life I was in Champaign. How did I not escape sooner? But yeah, Ang Lee was part of an illustrious group of people that graduated from the University of Illinois in Champaign. There were other people like NBC newsman John Chancellor, Hugh Hefner of Playboy fame. The printed circuit was developed down there, and so was Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey. So and Sean Evans of Hot Ones. Anyway, okay, I got my chronology wrong. Thank you, John, for correcting me. Seriously. And have I ever not, Carl? Asked Carlene. And Carly says Carl Witzman. And Philip Thompson, how do you put your ISBN on the back of your EPUB? Philip, I don't worry about an ISBN for the EPUB, mostly because that won't be sold in stores. I put the barcode on the back of my physical books simply because if a book publisher, or rather a bookseller, gets these, they often have scanners, and this will make it easier for them to sell my wares. But I honestly, I don't know that I would get one for an ebook, but that's up to you. That's totally up to you. And dang, headset dying, don't have a charger work. Talk faster. I'm trying, Eric. I'm trying. At this point, I am only about 15 minutes behind. I'm doing good. And Brian Robin says, 1 week till Christmas and all through the webs. The tide is rising along with Christian's head. Anyway. That's Latin, folks. Trevor Hawkins and I worked on that the other night. Oh, but anyway, we need the whole poem there, Brian. We need a Nevermind the Furthermore poem like that. And Carl Westman, if you see someone at the foot of your bed and you can't move, it's probably the Mad Gasser cheerleader of Calhoun County. Pick that book up on Amazon by Carl Witzman. Fine, super fine book. And thank you to Nick Tockert for finding that great channel on horror. Horror bedtime stories or something like that? But the Mad Gasser cheerleader of Calhoun County is actually based on a real life incident in Mattoon, Illinois, that happened in the latter years of World War II about somebody that was pumping gas into people's bedrooms for unknown but possibly nefarious reasons. Anyway, check out that book and check out this backstory behind it. It's kind of cool. Jake Lindsay says, "What's your all-time favorite Christmas cookie?" I married one. Anyway. That's my all-time favorite Christmas cookie. But what do you guys like? That's a good question, Jake Lindsay. I see Christian's next, and I always preview Christian's comments, but no, Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay has a fantastic question. No, but seriously, my favorite Christmas cookie is the one I married. And see, that's something I don't know that you know this, Jake. I think most of you do know. Cookie was actually my wife was actually given the name Cookie before she got her legal name of Carol. That's why I tell people that her real name is Cookie. We just nicknamed her Carol. But no, Cookie was born on the final day of Epiphany, which is, of course, January 6th. So send her send her some birthday cards. But anyway, and wish her well on that day. But no, she was born on the final day of Epiphany, and the nurses in the hospital celebrated it by calling her their little Christmas cookie, and the name stuck. And so more people know her as Cookie than as Carol. She was keeping it her professional name as Carol. for the longest time. But when she worked in restaurants, she just said, "I'm Cookie." That's all you need to know. So anyway, that's the origin of that story. But thank you for asking. And Willow says, Christian Basil, I'm a bad influence. No one should take after me. But you're my role model, Christian. I hope to grow up to be just like you. Cindy Cap says, Animal Eye, Ursulon 2, Into the Open, and Condemned Courier all have a reduced price, especially on Condemned Courier on Amazon. So check out Cindy Cap's work there today. Buy yourself an early holiday present. Celebrate with Cindy Cap and go to CKOEPP and sign up for that beautiful newsletter. It's out about the 25th of every month. You'll love it. And Brian Robin, that's a big head for the ladies, says Christian Basil. Moving on. Joe Dog McGill says, just did a quick search. Haps TV has been around since October 29th, 2015. Really? It appears the host has to be an Apple user. Can't get any info for Windows 10. So yes, I won't be using that one. Well, it's kind of like StreamYard in that it's an online thing. Joe, I'll give you a report. I'm probably going to test it this weekend just to see how it compares to StreamYard. As of right now, I'm still in the StreamYard camp. But I'm going to be sharing a little of what you've told me with Meredith Loughran, because she is looking into it. The only thing I can see is that it's a quicker way to monetization than what they have on YouTube. But we'll see. I will give you a report. I'll check in with you later, Joe Dog, after I do a little work with that, okay? And Rick Bradley says, and now back to work. Rick, we can write you a note, brother. We'll get you out of that. John B. Pike, the storyteller from YouTube, says, thanks for the kind words about being on Stupid O'Clock last night. Since I am retired from live performance, I am focusing on writing, art, and podcasting. I'd love to be a guest on more shows. So check him out. Check him out. John, we may have to be talking. And Robert Bay says, it will be on YouTube starting tomorrow. Oh, cool. When that premieres, Robert, help them out and post a link to that video and make sure I get it, because I want to watch that. That sounds good. And Nick Carter was the crocodile on Masked Singer this season and showed his vocal talent and range. Shows why Backstreet Boys has lasted 27 years. All of his performances are on YouTube. Definitely check him out. Yeah, Nick Carter's a good vocalist. He really is. I like Backstreet Boys. I really do. I think they're very talented. I love their music. But the thing is, I see Nick Carter, and the first thing I think of Brian Wenzoff is the classic paperback. Or actually, he started out, I think, in dime novels as like an adventurer / amateur detective. Then in the 60s and 70s, he was part of that paperback renaissance of action heroes that like Mac Bolan and Remo Williams and the Penetrator and so many others. And they brought him back as part of a secret spy organization called him Killmaster or whatever. Very much in the Matt Helm vein. So, but that's what I think of when I hear Nick Carter. So, John B. Pike, it's a little bit of a shock since November 1st. My phones have been ringing off the hook for open enrollment. It ended Tuesday, and so did the phone calls. It's weird being able to tune in and participate again. Well, John, we're glad you're back. We seriously are, man. You're a great part of this community. You really are. But anyway, I'm sure you welcome the silence. I'm sure. I've got a friend that does what you do locally, and this time of year is not her favorite time. Cindy Cap, if you need some vintage cartooniness in your life, and I'm sure you do, the perfect place to find it is Bill Sarn's artwork. The artwork of Bill Sarn on Sarn Art 76, where everything old is new again. And Cindy Cap further inquires, what did the gingerbread man put on his bed? A cookie sheet. I love that. That is great. You are the best, Cindy. And for 2021, I got 17 guaranteed live shows next year. It's going to be awesome. Good for you, Jake Lindsay. Good for you, my man. And yes, Latin, says Trevor. And love it, says Cindy Cap. Thank you so much. Dark Pope Carl nearly dies choking after the Latin inscription, says Carl Witzman. Thank you. And the Trevor Hawkins and I thank you too. And any board gamers, I got the Reich Busters Heroic Bundle yesterday, and that game is ridiculously huge. I love the. Is that part of the Heroic Bundle? Is that part of the Humble Bundle that I'm on their mailing list? The Humble Bundle is really great. You can get stuff like games and computer programs. Like they had one that was about a couple months ago. It was like a full graphics thing comparable to Photoshop. and it was something like $2,000 worth of stuff, and you could have gotten it all for like about $25, and it goes towards a charity. Is the best part of it. I did one about 6 months ago in conjunction with Image Comics, and it went towards a literacy group. But I have in ebook form a complete set of the Walking Dead books. And I still haven't had time to read them all, but I've got it. And John B. Pica says, Jake, use Nair. There you go. There you go. It's good for your legs, too, I hear. And Cindy Gap says, sign up for Rising Tides newsletter. It's coming out next in about a fortnight. You don't want to miss it. That's right. Oh, my God. I got to get busy on that. Thank you for the reminder, Cindy. And Cindy's should be coming out in about a week. So go to CKOEPP and sign up for that. And also go to johnpica.com and check out all the stuff that this amazing man does. Columbus, Ohio had over 8 inches on Wednesday. Thank goodness you didn't say snow. So anyway, they can have ours, John. We just missed a major one, it sounds like, here in Lafayette. I think it went north of us. No complaints. But we got about an inch. So, and I'm leaving that alone. And Anthony Bavo, how are you, Anthony? Good morning to you. It sounds awesome. And hi, Brian. Hi to you, Anthony. Welcome to the show. Glad to see you watching us on YouTube for the better sound and quality. Please, if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and like this video and tingle that little bell so you get notified of our future appearances. D. Trevor says, Carl, the Dark Church will need more art like that. Definitely. Cindy Kemp says, who is Santa's favorite singer? Elvis Presley. I love it. That's great. I love the jokes. And Jake Lindsay says, be sure to like my page. It features awesome illusions featuring the most famous Bible stories. Check that out. Definitely check that out. Anthony says, let's see, they put extra DNA from alien rabbits in Taco Bell food so the Beyonders can track us. Anthony, the black helicopter should be pulling up any second now. Wait for the black panel vans as well, and you'll be escorted to your new home in Area 51. For revealing government secrets. Anyway, thank you for your contribution. You'll find the truth here, you know. It isn't just Alex Jones. Yeah, we got the truth here. We're telling you all the truth here, you know. Anyway, Trevor Hawk has released the Kraken. Yes, I'm releasing the Kraken this weekend, you damn betcha. And Carl Wilson says, Ted, I just got the latest copy of Donna's book, and your art just looks great on the cover. Isn't that great? See the networking that goes on here? There's work to be had, and even if it's just us. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, here's a question for the men. Which do you like more, redhead girls or dark-haired girls? I like them with a pulse. Anyway, Trevor says, get me the coffee and get the coffee infused kind. Yeah, I do. I already have. I'm already into my second bottle of that stuff. I'm planning on getting another couple before the season ends. That's for sure. By the way, I saw it at Walmart last couple times I was in there. So John B. Pica, the storyteller from YouTube, says, Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay, I like all the girls. Now, there's my answer. Yes, Trevor, we need Latin inscriptions all over. Anthony Bavo says, redheads, but love a dark-haired girl with hair raven black. Oh, yeah. I married a dark-haired girl, so there's my choice. And Jake Lindsay says, redheads remind me of my favorite princess, Anna from Frozen. And shave in a place not to be mentioned here, get along more 3.0, says Joe Dog McKeel. I'm just going to soak in Nair is what it is. That's probably the most sufficient. And I watch too much YouTube. Yeah, I do too. I know far too much about things I shouldn't learn. And Jake, I can't like your page. You've blocked me for some reason. Okay. All right. Okay, well, that's for you two to work out. And Brian is in TED Talks next Tuesday. Ring in the holidays and see what Brian has in store for 2021. I was comparing a list with somebody yesterday. I got a lot on my plate just in the first quarter. So, yeah, but please tune in this coming Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central Time. I will be on a TED Talk with the one, the only Ted Davies. I am so looking forward to it. We always have a good time when we get together. We really do. And Jake Lindsay says, girls like my voice. Some reason it's deep, too deep of a voice, in my opinion. Well, if it's getting you the girls, then it ain't too deep. You know what I'm saying? Cindy Cap says, check out Patreon to keep up with fun artistic sorts like S.L. Rowland, Stephen Landry, the League of Impossibilists, the Historical Fencing Guild, Frozen Creek Studios, Brian K. Morris, and soon Cindy Cap. Let us know when it happens, Cindy. We want to support you. Also, Bobby Nash, one of our own. has a great Patreon page too. And speaking of Patreon, there is the wonderful Nicholas Anthony Talker. Looking forward to the Historical Fencing Guild tonight. And the guys at Stupid O'Clock are always a great time. Well, good morning, Nevermorians from you. And good morning to you, Nick. Hope you're looking forward to a great weekend and a great holiday, my friend. Sidney Cap says one night a Viking named Rudolph the Red was looking out the window when he said, "It's going to rain." His wife asked, "How do you know?" "Because Rudolph the Red knows rain, dear." I love jokes like that. I love jokes like that. Oh my god! And there's one I heard years ago about Sam Clam's Disco that I'll have to tell sometime. But I want to catch up with your comments. I've fallen behind again. Brian Rodman, Stephen Dallas Rodman. Did I finally find family on here? Stephen Rodman, Brian and Stephen, you guys ought to get together. You guys are both awesome. I would love it if you were related somehow. And Brian Rodman's tune for Memoirs of an Angel is most excellent. It really is. It's really great. Ryan Permisson, how are you this morning, Brian? Glad to see you, sir. Good morning. How are you? I am fine. How are you? Tune into our live interview with comic book writer and illustrator Sean Forney tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on Facebook. It's Nerd Culture. Check that out. I'm writing it down, dude. I'm writing it down. Okay. 7 p.m. It's Nerd Culture. Okay, we got you there. I'm going to have to check that out, Ryan. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. And the Skunk Rocker, not the real Brian K. Morris, but an uncanny simulation. I haven't thought about Ultravox in years. Holy crap, I'm going to have to listen to them later today. I love Ultravox. I'm a fan from their John Fox days. I remember I got their first album. I found it at a rummage sale of all places. And I saw Brian Eno had produced some of the cuts on there. And I was a Roxy Music fan at the time. And I think Skunk and I are now going to bond even more over this. And I took it home. And I liked the music. It was pretty good. But what got me was what really converted me to an Ultravox fan was Slip Away. And Slip Away is a wonderful song. I love the imagery on it, but it's basically about a guy watching his own funeral. And at the end of the vocal part, he talks about how he's slipping away from reality. The chrysalis crumbles, slow motion dissolve. And then it goes into the instrumentals that close out the song. And I'm listening, I'm thinking, this is good stuff. Good guitar. Decent guitar. Love the piano and everything in the background and the synthesizers. And the drumming is, oh my God, Warren Cann is one of the greatest drummers ever in rock. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing like 8 bars of Crazy Love Songs by Wings. I'm like, what? And I went back and replayed it. I was like, oh my God, that is. And so from that point on, I became a huge Ultravox fan and am to this day. So anyway, I'm glad you're a fan too, Skunk. That is great. I'm loving it. I seriously am loving it. For tomorrow's show, Brian, how many ships should I bring out for my collection? Willow, as many? I would say, Willow, for tomorrow's. I'm going to have as many as possible, but that I can think of. But I would say, as many, let's go for obscurity. OMG, if I got obscurity. No, actually, I'll probably be boring as hell. But no, let's take you and me, Willow. Let's take over the show, and I'm glad you're going to be there, hun. That makes me happy. And Phil Thompson says, I thought of an idea since I have my characters in my sketchbook, and it'd be very expensive if I copyrighted them all. I was thinking of drawing them on a single page. What do you think? Phil, put them in a book, and you can copyright that single page, but actually by the very act of creating that page, you have already established a copyright. It's in the 1977 revised laws of copyright, which if you go to copyright.gov, you'll find them there. Now, the thing is, what you can do to make it official is create a book with your characters, maybe an art book, okay? Naming the characters, showing their images. One, it's a good model sheet for you, but then publish it as, say, a comic book or a short book and and take out a copyright on that, okay? All right. And Ted Van Son, good hello. I haven't seen you in ages, Ted. Hello, sir. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, Ted. Thank you so much. And the best of the holidays to you and yours. I'm so glad to see you here, Ted. Hope all is well with you, my friend. And Carl Westman says, Willow's model collection is amazing. Well, Willow should be a model herself. She is adorable and beautiful. And Jake Lindsay says, yeah, it's the older one. The song Deliver Us is really powerful. Very cool. Very cool. Cindy Cap says, bring Cookie home. Thank you for that hashtag there, Cindy. Thank you so much. And thanks for the review, Brian. You are a star. Glenn, you are a star. I was happy to do it, man. I hope it helps. I really do. And Nick Tockert says, I am just astounded. I remember growing up and no one knew who the Doctor even was. This is the new golden era of the geek. Yeah, I remember even, it's like I knew who Doctor Who was. Well, I mostly knew who Doctor Who was because of the Peter Cushing movies, because that's all we had at the time. In fact, the first time I saw a real episode of Doctor Who was in 1977. It was out. I was living on the East Coast at the time, and so I was watching the Boston PBS station, and they were running. I think it was an Invasion of the Dinosaurs, and it took me 10 minutes to figure out who the Doctor was. It was crazy, but it was more me. Joe Dog McKeel says, breaking news. Tom Cruise had another meltdown. 5 people walked off set. He is paying for everyone to stay in one place to keep production rolling. Studio and insurance companies on his back to finish. Yeah, I read that yesterday that, for those of you who don't know, 2 days ago, a 3-minute audio escaped the Mission Impossible 7 set where 2 people broke COVID protocols, and Tom Cruise, who is not only the star of the movie, he is also one of the executive producers, and has bought a cruise ship, or is renting one, I don't remember which, but he's got a cruise ship that he's housing the crew and cast on to keep them isolated from everyone else so they can finish Mission Impossible 7. Well, 2 production people broke protocol, and basically Cruise unleashed on them, and he called them several unkind names, and I don't blame him one bit. Not one bit. In fact, good on him. And if 5 people got in a hissy and walked off set, that's fine. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people who will say, okay, I'll hang out for 14 days by myself, and then you put me on the boat. I am ready to work. Because, we've got to take measures, people. We got to take measures. So, if he had another meltdown, I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure it's good. Anyway, and not violate protocols. Yeah, like Cruise said, he made some good points in his rant that there are people watching the Mission Impossible cast and taking notes that this may be how it is for a year or two. But anyway, Will Schuyler says, hubby owns both the Star Wars and the Star Trek miniature games. We have the DS9 miniature, not so, the Lego Millennium Falcon, and a painting that might make some of you smile on or rage. Ooh, that's cool. I've also got a 3D puzzle of Jar Jar Binks. That usually doesn't please people. And tune into Reels and Heels to find out how much props I chose to bring onto the show. The only props I'll have are giving them. Anyway, Willow, looking forward to being on there with you, darling. Jody McPhee, my job is done. Got that laugh from you. You just did that to Brian Nevermind Day. Jody McPhee, you being here, Brian's my day, brother. Glad to have you here. Hope you have a great weekend, sir. Carl Witzman says, Willow owns models of all those classic cars, yet she had to walk home in the cold one night. Something wrong there. Goodness, gosh almighty, yeah. Carl, tell my husband to fix our truck and teach me to drive it. There you go. Is it a standard transmission? Is that the thing? Because I do know some people that never learned to drive a vehicle. I find that unimaginable, but it is true. And yes, she did witness the arrest of the gate crasher, says Carl Witzman. Okay. All right, I will, Willow. Put that man on here. That's right. We'll all talk him in. And dude, help your lady out here. Seriously. Or move to Lafayette. I'll tote you around, Willow. And the rest of my thieving neighbor was the best present I could get. Oh, my goodness. I missed the story here. And much love from Carl Witzman. And Kelly Austin, who is also in the amazing book Pulp Reality #1, and she's awesome in it. Good morning, all. Wonderful day to you, Brian. You too, Kelly. Much love. How's it hanging today? Hey, not bad. Thanks for noticing. I had my CAT scan and was told I was all good, and at the semi-pretty status at the moment, working on beautiful. You're beautiful anyway. All right. I also wanted to say thank you to you for all your advice and friendship. Kelly, one of the highlights of this year was getting your friendship. Happy holidays all here and beyond. Next year is going to be my year. Damn right, Kelly. The rising tide is going to become a surf. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be good next year, and we're gonna be awesome. We're gonna set the pace, Kelly. I promise you that. We're taking you with us. And Carl Wisman, I'm okay. You're okay. I'm not alcoholic. Yeah, and what is it, Carl? I know at least 3 of the members of Little Big are on Instagram. Ivan, the guy that paints his mouth, I'm blanking on his name, and of course Sonia. Oh, Sonia. Anyway. So yeah, they're on Instagram. Good photos. And hashtag give Cookie a show. Alfred Pennyworth, I give her a show every. No. You don't need to know that, people. Cookie doesn't want to be on the air. Cookie isn't an attention whore like someone else in her family. But anyway, and good morning all from Amy Hale. Mwah, darling, how are you? I hope you're doing well this morning, hon. Thinking of you. Please check out the work of Amy Hale on Amazon. Amy is going through a spell right now, and it is 2020ing on her without remorse. And please help her out. Buy some books, please. And you will be rewarded, not just in that warm feeling you get from helping a fellow creator, but also you're going to get some good reading. Seriously, she's a great writer. I'm very proud of her. And Trevor Hawkins, Carl, the Kraken is holy. You are not an alcoholic. There we go. Yeah, we're just drunks. Alcoholics have meetings. Anyway, let's see. Let's go back here and salute. Salute. Just like on Hee Haw. Oh, need more coffee. Anyway, Cindy Cap says, what does Christmas have to do with a cat lost in the desert? They both have Sandy Claus. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cindy Cap needs to write a pun compilation with the title Punditry and Punishment. Ooh. Write that down, Cindy. Write that down. Jake Lindsay says that joke was from Jurassic Park. I bought a Trek's Christmas sweater for my love of GP. Okay, cool. And she could feature on her site, hashtag, at www.ckoepp.com, where you can sign up for that amazing, great newsletter of hers. Seriously, it's great reading every month. Joe Dog McKeels, if you need any more reason to watch last night's show, I got a puppy present on my shirt live on camera. Oh, I think I was out of the room when that happened. I will have to watch it. Did you get anointed or something? Anyway, I think it's part of the Dark Church. And on reviews, we also have an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify. I'd love some reviews. It's back in the cereal box. Yeah. Also, leave comments on YouTube channels because that helps the algorithms too. It really does. Cindy Cap says, I just recently finished and reviewed Nick Tucker's Simple Sword. Great info for writers and for people who want to learn how to safely practice swordsmanship. That is a cool book. I need to sit down and really pour over that thing. I've read parts of it. It's a really good book. Ted Van Son says, not sure if anyone here is into the paranormal. I have 2 books, nonfiction, available on Amazon too. Ted, please put in that link if you can, man. We'll see what we can do. Check out the work of Ted Van Son. Really, seriously, coolness. That is great. And leave a review if you would, please. Oh, thank you for mentioning that, Ted. And poor Joe Dog. Yes, Trevor. Holy Kraken. Says Carl Witzman. Cindy Cap, why do mummies like the holidays so much? They're all into all that wrapping. And if they're Christian, they're into that bondage thing. But anyway, Nick Tucker says, and tonight, we will be talking Christmas gifts for the sword swinger in your life, along with other silliness on the Historical Fencing Guild's 40th episode of the live stream. That is awesome. That is great, Nick. That is something to celebrate just right there. Coolness. And Cary Grant as Clark Kent. That's who I first thought of too, Trevor. That would be interesting. Joe Dog McKeel. Vincent Price was also a villain on Batman TV show. Well, that's true, Joe Dog. That's true. He was Egghead. Actually, they had a number of really prominent people as villains on there. Rudy Valley, who, like in the 1920s, was the Elvis Presley of his day. Who else? Glynis Johns was a big movie star. I'm not thinking of people who did like TV. Milton Berle, though, was a TV superstar at that time. And Milton Berle, if you ever watch his Louis the Lilac, the first appearance, he came back a couple times, but he was actually kind of intimidating in that episode. He did a great job on there. And the thing was, I just recently learned from a friend of mine that ABC had just picked up Milton Berle for like a pay or play 10-year contract, and they revived the Milton Berle show in the mid-60s, but it tanked after like a couple seasons, didn't go anywhere. So they had this guy, they were paying him pretty much to stay at home. So they found like any job they could for him, which was why he was on Batman. He wouldn't have normally done it, but they had him do Batman. So, but Cliff Robertson played Shame. He was a big star. But anyway, plenty of them. A lot of great ones. Clark Kent, Rosalind Russell is Lois Lane. Now, there's a good choice. That'd be a good choice, too, Trevor Hawkins. And Cindy Cap says, do you like to see the bad guys get a slug to the mug? Then you need the original Skyman versus the Master of Steam. I agree. We'll run that trailer at the end of the show here. Phil Thompson, I thought of an idea since I have my characters in my sketchbook. It'd be very expensive if I copyright them all. I'm thinking of drawing them on a single page. What do you think? We answered that one earlier. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Amy Hale says to you all. We decided to surprise everyone with a Christmas release. Those stories are sweet, fun, and with a nice dose of romance that we hope contribute to a brighter ending of an otherwise bleak year. Happy reading and happy holidays. Read for free on Kindle Unlimited. Amazon US, there is the havenwoodfalls.com link, and on Amazon UK for Glenn B. Fleming and other friends on the Great Britain Isles, there's the Havenwood Falls address for Amazon UK. Thank you, Amy Hale. Check it out. I've got to check that out too. Skunk Rocker says, it seems every single show somebody asks how to put an ISBN number on their EPUB. At this point, I can't tell if it's just a running joke or not. No, it's not. And it's something I examined. I just don't think it's necessary, to be honest. Because I am the publisher of Note on the paperback, and that's all I care about. The ebook, it's just like, to me, it's just like an unnecessary expense. I have not seen a good argument for putting it on an ebook yet. Not yet, at least. If you doubt me on that fan casting, watch the movie His Girl Friday. Trevor Hawkins, that's a good point. That's a very good point. What is a bird's favorite Christmas story? Asked Cindy Kitch. The Finch Who Stole Christmas. Oh, Cindy has gone to the birds. Actually, she does go to the birds every night when she comes home. And I'm glad you get to play more again, John B. Pica, the storyteller. We were missing you already. Sincerely, she is right. And Brian Robbins says, folks, this year has been extremely difficult, as we all know. Due to my chronic illness, I have been working from home and haven't gone anywhere. This has caused me to slip into depression. My wife was noticing the changes in me well before I did. Needless to say, I called my doctor and got some help. Good, Brian. I'm glad to see that, sincerely. I'm now starting to feel more like myself than I have all year. Folks, if you're feeling the same, don't wait like I did. Talk to your doctor and get some help. I'm so glad I did. And the thing is also, find people who will listen to you. That is something I deal with depression. I have trouble with doing, telling people I'm hurting. But it does help. And our e-box is always open. If you guys are hurting, let me know. All right. And I don't know if I'll have anything to cheer you up, but at least you'll know you're not the only person around. Oh, and thank you, Brian, for helping me through this time. Your friendship is so precious to me. Brian Rodman, 2020 is really, there's been a lot of blessings for me too this year. I mean, I've gained so many great friends like you. I've lost a couple of friends too. In fact, last week just this week, I had somebody basically, bitch me out for something I didn't do. I don't think, but he got in his head that I, was backstabbing him, and far from it. And we parted on very bad terms, but I've got great friends like you to make up for it, more than make up for it. So anyway, we move on. And we will move on together, because that's what Rising Tide does. Brian Wesloff says, there's a link, and there's all of those crocodile performances from The Masked Singer. Oh, great. One more rabbit hole I need to dive into. Anyway, I can tell you Carl's answer, Jake. Fluffing her red hair, says Carly. And she'll be showing it off tonight in the green room. Make sure you're there. And yep, says Carl Witzman. And oh no, I slept in. I'm late for a very important date. Hello, everyone. Michaela J. Glad to see you. Love your post last night. And thank you, sweetheart. You are the best. I'm so proud of you. I really am. And spanking for a late Michaela. Well, I'll be the one to administer it. You guys look busy. As Will Schuyler says, tonight on Hanging with Webb, join my friends at Nerd Culture for a great interview with illustrator Sean Forney. Then kick back and let the Kitchen Killers entertain you as they throw a kitchen party for one of their fans. Proper social distancing and sanitizing is always taken into consideration. Good for you. Excellent. And Will Schuyler is the information ministress for the Hanging with Webb show network. Check out the Hanging with Webb show network. They are awesome. And especially Willow. Mwah. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, I didn't block him. I deleted my old account. I wanted to make a smaller Facebook account. Okay, there we go. And Joe Dog says, Joe Dog McKeel says, as the lightning lit the room and a loud boom of thunder shook the house, a screamed awakened mother. Beside her, the daughter shook and said, that wasn't me. Michaela Jane says, oh, yummy, Carl. I'll be late again if it means spankings. Ooh. Guess what the main activity of the next Michaela Con is going to be? And John B. Bike, the storyteller from YouTube, says, I love all the girls. Luckily, God made me a bridge troll so it isn't reciprocated and I stay out of trouble. Oh, but trouble's the best part of it. Anyway, Jake Lindsay replies, Carly, in all seriousness, you guys make a great couple. I'm truly happy for you two. They're a wonderful couple. I love them both. And it's time to feed Cookie. So it reminds me, Jake Lindsay. Have a blessed day, my friend. Much love to you and Cookie. Thank you, Jake Lindsay. Many blessings to you on this day. And Cindy Cap says, go get your copy of Pulp Reality 1. Great fun had by all.com. Get your copy today. Seriously. Thank you, Cindy Cap, CKOEPP.com. What do you call a shark that delivers toys at Christmas? Santa Jaws. I've never heard that one before. That's great. I love it. Ryan Westlaw says, Brian K. Morris, since you're a music fan, what do you think is the most famous club in LA, the Viper Room or the Roxy? And between Roxy LA or Studio 54, I'd say Studio 54 is the most infamous. Actually, I'm thinking either Whiskey A Go-Go or the Fillmore East and or West myself. That's my jam. I would say Viper Room or the Roxy LA, or they don't compare to either the classic acts that have gone through, say, either of the Fillmores or Whiskey A Go-Go. Oh my God, that's a huge lineup. The Whiskey A Go-Go there alone, or the Purple Onion up in San Francisco. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel, now for my last post, a little early. Hashtag don't die, go feed Cookie. I'm working on it, dude. I'm about just a few minutes away from catching up. My dad told me he flew Tom on his plane, and he told me Tom was in a bad mood a lot, says Jake Lindsay. Yeah, I've heard Tom Cruise can be a little bit testy. I just think of him as that psycho moment where he's jumping up and down on Oprah Winfrey's couch, declaring his eternal love for the woman he divorced about 3 years later in his Scientology arranged marriage. Did I say that out loud? Oops. The Skunk Rocker says, oh my God, you guys like Little Big. That's awesome. I love Little Big. Oh, Skunk. That's awesome, man. I do love Little Big. I even like them back in their old rap days. Kind of gangster rap days, but I love them now. OMG. They've got I can't say the name. I don't want to say the name of their new song, but it's a song about 2020. 2020. It's a great song. They're a great group. Oh, Skunk. As if I could somehow. I love you more and more every day. I tell you, man. And Cindy Cap, you'll want to sign up for my newsletter before next Friday if you want a sneaky peek at episode 1 of Proxygean Press Freelance Words. I love that title, Cindy. I love that title. I'm not going to tell you where Cindy might have gotten that from. Anyway, I am honored indeed. Cindy, check it out. Check out our newsletter. Seriously, you will love it. I promise you. And the Hitman Blog Talk. Morning, Brother Brian. Tips top hat. Hitman, always a pleasure. Hope I didn't blind you there. Hitman's always a pleasure to have you here. Check out the Hitman Blog Talk channel, and please sign up and subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified of every new video that hangs on those very edge of the precipice there. Anyway, thank you for being here, Hitman. And Will Schuyler says, if you haven't liked or followed the Hanging with Webb Facebook group, do it today. She commands you. We are on our way to 51,000 followers. Thanks, Christian. You can find all of our amazing shows on there. Man, I am so far behind you guys. I will never catch up, but I am glad for my 2,200. Anyway, please subscribe to the Hanging with Webb Facebook page. These guys are fantastic. They run a really slick operation. Maybe that's why I'm not getting all these views. I don't run a slick operation. And what I meant earlier is that redraw my characters and do a small summary of them off one page at a time. Phil, that's exactly what I was thinking, brother. You and I are on the same page. Definitely. That sounds like a good project for you. I really think so. Will Schuyler, find all the great episodes of Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Willow's Pillow Talk, Reels and Heels, Lights, Thunder Action, Nerd Culture, and more. Right here on Hanging with Web Show TV on Facebook. Check it out. It's great. Some really great programming there. Rick Bradley says, everyone take care and stay creative. You too, my brother. Have a fantastic weekend. And the one, the only Kyle Guthrie says, one more reminder. This Sunday, you can catch Scrub House Video Club live Sunday at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. Also on Twitch TV, Facebook, and on YouTube and on scrubhouse.com. Come and join us as we talk about schlocky movies and other dumb pop culture crap. That is my jam, brother. That is my jam. And let's see, that's I'm going to write that down. Also, let's see. Scrubhouse talk show. Okay, I will have to check that out, my friend. Check out Scrubhouse. I've loved some of the videos I've seen already. You do good work, my man. And Jake Lindsay says, oh, by the way, next year, non-com, I'm going to have my own booth there. And just for the Nevermores, I'm going to perform a private show for you guys. That is great. That's cool. I'm looking forward to non-con. I definitely want to make it for that this year. I have promised myself, though, although I don't know how I can do fewer shows in 2021 than I did in 20, I am going to be cutting down the number of shows I do. For this year, I've got a lot of stuff on my plate and I need to get it out. And then I need to get it out, Christian. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. So anyway, I'm looking at the road ahead. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, please check out NonCon. And Jake, I'm looking forward to being there with you next year. And Nick Tucker wants to know how many Nevermorians play RPGs, because 2021 will be the year of the dice roll. Luke Stone's Terraform Comics will feature the Hybrids role-playing game, and I have a few new games planned to add to his Big Stompy Robots and more rules light, fun, heavy new games. Check out Big Stompy Robots on Amazon. Fun pickup game, really easy to learn, and definitely, I've play tested the first iteration of the Hybrids role-playing game. You will dig it. Really easy to play. You don't need to be an expert game master or dungeon master to pick up the pace there. Anyway, Ted Davies, have a great day, everyone. Thanks again, Brian, for all you do. Thank you, Ted. You are a valuable member of this creative community. Much love to you and Chrissy. See you. I will be seeing Green Room Ted tonight in the Green Room. It'll be great. Don't die. Go feed cookies. I'm trying. I'm getting through your comments. We are catching up. 3 minutes behind. Thank you for another week of fantastic shows and community interaction. Thank you, Brian Rodman, for being a part of that community and a beloved one at that. Have a happy weekend before Christmas, my friends. Thank you very much, Brian. Much love to you and yours. And it was great to meet your wife last week, by the way, online. And Willow Schuyler says, as usual, great hanging with you folks. Always a pleasure to hang with you, darling. Thanks for your support and encouragement. See you around the interwebs. I'll see you later, Willow Schuyler. Mwah. Check out last night's Willow's Pillow Talk with Teresa Dunn. Great show. You were fantastic, and so was Teresa. And Brian K. Morris, can't forget the Apollo in Harlem. Brian Wensloff. Okay, yeah, that's classic there. Total classic. We're on the same page. And Carl Wisman, bring cookie home. Thank you, Carl Wisman. We'll see you tonight in the Green Room. Grant Lankert says, have a good day, everyone. Stay warm. You too, my friend. You take care of yourself. Thanks for playing today. Y'all been good. We are missing you already. Cindy Cap, I didn't know that. You have a great weekend. CKOEPP.com. You can't have that address without PP. And check out what Cindy Cap does. All right. And sign up for her amazing newsletter. And Cindy's like, quit talking about PP. Anyway, Sarah sends her love. Mwah, back at you tenfold, darling. Glad to have you here as always, Dark Mistress. And we'll probably see you tomorrow night at Ron Fitzgerald's Christmas Nightmare. We'll be talking about what's coming up this weekend that you all ought to be involved with. Thank you, sweetheart. Glad you're here. Glad you're feeling better. I sincerely hope you are. And I hope you all have a great Friday. And Trevor Hawkins, much love back at you, brother. All right. We love you, Trevor. We really do. And we love all of you. And thank you, Carly. Another fun show. See you all Monday. I'll see you tonight, girl, in the Green Room. You have a great afternoon, my darling. And you and Carl both. Anyway, tonight, lots of stuff. 7 p.m., it's Nerd Culture on the Hanging with Web network on YouTube and on Facebook. Please check that out. I think I'm going to spend a few minutes there tonight before Carl's Green Room at 8. In which a whole bunch of misanthropes and reprehensible people will be in that room cutting up and drinking adult beverages. It'll be sinful. It'll be humiliating. I'll be there early. Anyway, it'll be a lot of fun. Also, please, if you can't be there, go to Nick Tockert's Historical Fencing Guild channel on YouTube and check out what that man has. He is an incredible storyteller and high energy and so much fun. You'll love him. Please check that out tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Now, tomorrow at 2:15 Eastern, I will be on Reels and Heels with Brian Wensloff and Willow Schuyler. I didn't know that till this morning. That'll be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about famous spaceships. Bring your faves. And then tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, Master Ron Fitzgerald, will be bringing his Dark Sticky Illusion, an incredible fun show, to you on the Christmas Nightmare Special. Please check it out. Then on Sunday, Scrub House will have their talk show. I'll be trying to check that out at 8 p.m. And at the same time, Russell Allen on his channel on Facebook will be interviewing the poet Teresa D. Dunn. And please check out all the shows. Please support your friends on here. It is so cool. What is your favorite quote from Coming to America? It's been so long since I've seen that. I don't remember. No, I actually do have a line. I just popped in my head, and I don't think I can say it on air because Christian Basil will be happy he made me say that word on this show. So anyway, you two are conspiring. I can tell. And then Christian died. But anyway, so anyway, please check out. There's a lot of entertainment this weekend to be had amongst your friends. Please support them. Check out. Also, I forgot 8 a.m. Saturday morning. Check out Behind the Cereal Bowl. John B. Pica will have another amazing broadcast. Bring your favorite sugary cereal. Get pumped up. Pour some caffeine into your face and enjoy the entertainment there. And also, Bill Sarn will have his usual Saturday morning extravaganza on Sarnard 76 on Facebook. And I'll be flitting here and about. Like I said, I may be doing a test run on haps.tv later today. We'll see what happens. But anyway, hope you all have a fantastic weekend. We have 1 week before Christmas. And yes, we will be doing a brief Christmas show 1 week from today. Nothing special, just hanging out with friends. And if you're tired of hanging with the relatives, we may be able to offer you a few minutes of respite. But anyway, folks, I hope you have a fantastic Friday and you're looking forward to a great, great weekend, no matter what you plan on doing. And create something this weekend, because creativity makes the world better. How much have our lives been improved from art, from literature, from music? And we've covered pretty much all of that today, from games, from any expression of the inner self. Thank you for sharing a part of you through your art, and we hope you keep on doing it. We hope you get more inspiration from this show. And as always, we've got a lengthy stretch of thank yous to give before we close here. Thank you, as always, to Plasma Fire Graphics, Jeffrey Hayes, one for being an amazing guest on last Tuesday's Clever Title Pending. Please tune into the this coming Tuesday where we talk about imposter syndrome. It'll be a fun show. You'll love it. And we have more plans for our YouTube channel that we'll be outlining pretty soon. But anyway, thank you for being here during this show. Thank you to Plasma Fire Graphics for your sponsorship of the show. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your reader, and that's who you want to impress. So Plasma Fire Graphics for all your graphics needs, trailers, advertising, book covers, other bits of graphic goodness. Check out plasmafiregraphics.com. Also, stormgatepress.com for the brand new book. Let's hold it up. Pulp Reality #1. It's a great book. Your Nevermorian friends are well represented in there, and it's some great adventure stories. Also, a big thank you to everyone who's watching us on Facebook right now on the Rising Tide Publications channel. The IndieVent channel is being taken down for rebranding right now, so we are only on my profile page and on Rising Tide. Go to risingtide.pub where you can sign up for my monthly newsletter. Next issue will come out January 1st to start out your new year. We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff in there, including a video that will be unique only to the newsletter. Only our newsletter subscribers will get to see it. And we try to provide motivation, inspiration, and education in every issue. And yes, that was Cookie distracting me. Now I'll be on the air for another hour. And she's not listening to me. Good, I'm still alive. Anyway, please sign up for a new... Ah! Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love
I'm closing on time and the people are helping me, please.
I know. But because you made that smart-ass remark.
I always make smart-ass remarks, honey.
And I respond.
Yeah, you did. Well, have my lunch ready by the time I'm done, woman. Anyway, love you. I'm in trouble again. Anyway, please sign up for the newsletter. The next issue is going out at 5 p.m. on January 1st. So make sure you're signed up by going to risingtide.pub, or you can sign yourself up. Or if you have Facebook Direct Messenger, shoot me your email. I promise you will get no spam as a result of giving it to me. We hate spam too. So we'll sign you up personally. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube on the Brian K. Morris Rising Tide channel or the Geek Insider channel, please give this video a like if you enjoyed what you saw, any part of it, okay? And also, please subscribe to the place you're watching it on, all right? Because it helps us with the algorithms. Also, please, like I say, tickle that little bell. It'll follow you home. It loves you so much from that point on. It's like pulling the Androcles, pulling the thorn from the lion's paw. Anyway, please ring that bell so you'll be notified of all future special programming. As soon as we schedule it, you'll find out. And also, thank you to Geek Insider and Rising Tide Publications for powering this show. We don't mention them enough, and we should. So anyway, also please support the links that you saw here. Please support your fellow Nevermorians. Let's let that rising tide rise for all of us. Remember, a rising tide raises all ships. And so let's get in position here to close out the show, folks. And as always, I'm grateful for your being here. I'm grateful for your ongoing support. And we've only got a couple more weeks of 2020, and thank God for that. Let's celebrate it together and let's escape this place in style. What do you say? So everyone, have a fantastic Friday. Have an even better weekend. See what you can do to make it a better weekend for someone else, if you would, okay? And as always, this is Brian K. Morris saying thank you for being here. And as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. That's just what you are. You are to me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore. We'll see you Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Have a great weekend, one and all.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide and Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising at GeekInsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends, because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.
Author Cindy Kepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Go thee to thy rest, O shades. Thou hast served well in life. Now take thy reward.
Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, IndieVolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.